but just in case, I'm going to give it a few seconds, let everybody get tuned out of the commercial segment, and then we're going to get right into this. So, I don't know, I guess I could talk about a few things. So Twitch did some new features, and if you're not in any of the social media like our Discord, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, you can go through the About Chaotic Calling panel that's up there at the top. And you can go look at that if you're not part of our Discord. Absolutely hit !Discord if that link doesn't work, because the one in the chat should. Also, as an announcement, I just want to mention that down in our Twitch picks, I have a new voting option for you guys. I am going to be playing in Tuesday's campaign as a player, and I'm indecisive. So help me pick my race, and help me pick my class, and then I'll do all the archetype and sub stuff from there. So if you want to do that, help me out. And if you throw biddies at the votes, well, you could troll me into whatever class and whatever race you want. I do not mind. All right. Okay, stream's working there. Everybody can see us. Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to Chaotic Calling. My name is Starwind, and I'm joined by all these lovely adventurers who have accidentally or came here on their own volition to the Mist and are now in Barovia. Today we have Doran Rakefire.
Hello, everyone.
Bran Zapigan.
Greetings.
Murdoch Oakenshield.
Murtog is reporting for duty.
And Dravos Drafidicus.
Who am I shooting?
Don't know yet. Julia Sky.
Cursal, who oppose me.
You sound so dedicated to that. After saving Annabelle and the group preparing to head to the winery being their first objective, I know we had a long discussion and then tried to figure out what you wanted to do first. There are a lot of quests on the table and a lot of things you could tackle, so the winery seemed to be priority. Receiving horses for the remaining members who were unriding, like they didn't have a horse. We had 2 already. Now we had a total of 5. However, a few encounters along the way has caused them to lose one of those horses. The group manages to eventually meet up with Davian Mardikov and learn that the winery is overrun with druids and they can't get near the place. We found out that Davian's kind of a brutish old fellow who has a little standoff with his son, so he's a little skeptical of a few of you being here in good faith, especially after you ask for payment right up off the bat. And of course, we can't forget King Murdoch leads his merry men, right? Did I miss anything? Or anything important that you would think I should mention?
The fact that Dravos was moving towards the house while they were talking.
I meant before that.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, if that's the case, Dravos, we're gonna say you're over here for right now. Everybody else is considered off the map, alright?
Okay.
Let's start off with perception checks.
All right.
Well, for him, Dravos is the one that's leading. You see before you several rows of grapes that are in between wilting, and some of them look healthy from where you are. What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to move towards the house, but I'm going to want to do a stealth to kind of conceal my presence, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's...
Well, a stealth check would be the next thing you would need to do. Let's see here. Can I...
$12.
Alright, you think you're stealth.
But I am proficient with it.
Well, it already added your proficiency, so...
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
those extra ones there.
Alright, so yeah, you got a 12. You think you're stealthy. Tell me your path about like every 6 paces.
Let me scroll in right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so my first 6 paces are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright.
Planning on going around the vineyard.
Alright. And go ahead and move 6 more.
Yep. Just a second to put my cigarette out.
Are the blue stick figures, is that like scarecrows?
Correct.
There's my next.
Cool.
Alright, you may continue. It seems to be quiet. Like we said, it is midday. You kind of see a few ravens floating overhead, and then a couple of them on a bush that just kind of like flocks to the sky and just flies away.
There's my next.
Alright.
And the next 6.
Alright. Apparently your 12 is doing you some good. And to get to the main part of the house there, that's where you'll want to try to end up. So, as you kind of like dance around the vines and get around the vineyard and come around to the open path behind the house, what's the rest of you doing now? You just kind of like look off to the side and Dravos is gone.
Well, I'm gonna listen to what the old man told me. And I'm gonna tell the rest of the party that we'll just barge through the door. If anyone agrees to that.
We're going to barge in, you say?
Yeah, who would like to go in first?
I do believe we need to get there first, is that not correct?
I think we
assume
should
so.
barge in unison, absolutely.
Alright, so marching order and then intent on how do you want to get up there. And you can set up over here if you like. No, just figure out who's in the front, who's in the back, who's on the left and right. Yeah, you can be on the left or right there. Alright. And basically, same scenario. You tell me how you want to do it. If you don't even want to stealth, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to stealth, let's go ahead and get those stealth checks. Or if there's some other means you want to try, let me know.
Where's the door?
Way up there where Dravos is hanging out. Like where this arrow is pointing towards the house. Like I have a new map when we get to the house. I just had to make something for the vineyard.
Oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure. Then... Oh,
Mar-
do you think we should go stealthily, or should we just come in breaking down doors?
I mean, the old man said everything was inside the house. We have no reason to be stealthy.
That is true. Surprised to hear that from the dumb dwarf.
Murdoch will let that slide.
I was just gonna say, how many times has that dumb dwarf saved your bacon?
I'm not
Are
gonna
we-
lie,
are-
I'm still bitter about him having my familiar die. And having that barbarian come straight charging at me because he thought to cast a spell. If it helps
Vendettas.
you out, though, I call him down. So, that'll be my last snarky comment at you, Mr. Murdoch.
Murdoch writes this down. Last snarky comment.
Does Dravos see any windows while he's up here?
I will get back to you, sir, once I figure out what your party's doing, because you weren't gone that long.
So, Bran, you want to lead the way?
What do you say? Straight down the middle.
That will work.
I will be behind.
Alright, move 6 paces, and then I'll see if something happens.
As we approach the field, Murdoch will stealthily grab some grapes.
Make a survival check to see how many grapes you find.
You smushed them.
Yes.
You only find 1 good grape on this particular vine. The rest of them are rotting. Like, it's not even good for raisins.
I will eat the one good grape and see how it tastes.
It's the small victories that matter.
While you guys are rattling through here, Bravos, make me another perception check. And I will also tell you about doors and windows and stuff like that.
Okay.
And if you guys want to make
14.
perception checks as you're walking in, you can do that as well. Let's see here. Not sure, but... Okay, so as you're walking up, you're actually standing outside of a closed shutter to a bedroom. And then there's like
Okay.
another closed shutter, another closed shutter, another closed shutter, and then another one, and then there looks like a big double door down at the very east side end of this building. So like there's several windows along the way, but they're all shuttered up.
Okay.
You can definitely move a few paces before I get into what may or may not be happening.
All right.
Let's see here. All right, let me make a... All right, chat, you see that, right? I had to put these guys on GM only, so I didn't reveal them right away. So, all right.
All right. I moved.
All right, there's other movement going on. However, the party is unaware. Go ahead and move your next 6 spaces.
Mordok will continue to look for good grapes.
As you continue looking for good grapes, all of a sudden you see what looks like a wooden limb sticking out of one of these grapevines, and then all of a sudden a creature of some unknown origin takes a shot at you, Murdoch. And
Rude.
I know, very rude. And does a 17 hit.
Indeed it does.
Take 6 slashing damage, and I'll turn this on to public from now on, so you can see these attacks. And then on top of that, Julia, there's a creature behind you. They rolled a 20 on the stealth, if you're wondering. And he just taps you on the shoulder, right? And you turn around, and he does a terrifying glare. I need you to make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
Alright, let's do this. DC 11.
Mm-hmm. Good luck. It like looks you in the eye and tries to stare you down. Some evil, malicious aura comes out of it, and all of a sudden you are terrified. Not only are you terrified, you are frightened and paralyzed. You are frozen in place until the end of his next turn. Doran, you also get a claw to the face. He gets a 10 on that attack, though.
That will not hit.
And then I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. Make sure you select your token, go into the character sheet, and then roll that initiative. And I'm going to move him over here so I can actually... Just going to have to roll them separate. Oh, shoot, I got these on a group initiative. Alright, so that's fine. Yeah, these guys are just going to have to go because I didn't set them up. Forgot about that. But there's only 3, so I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. Wow. You know what? I feel sorry for these guys. I feel like I need to make it that way now. Hold on one second.
He must have saw that 20 I rolled.
Yeah, well, they rolled 4 as a group, and I'm like, well, that's not fair to them. So let me fix that real quick.
Hold up, I'm having a little issue rolling initiative. Give me 1 quick second.
Yeah, by all means, take your time there. Alright, so... And then... Need to go into... Where's that little... There it is, hiding behind the turn order. Come here, you. Aha, I hear noise.
Oh wow, it rolled twice.
Alright, let me delete that. And then I will pull 3 more off here. Let's see, it should make it 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Okay, API froze, so I need to go... Ah, lovely problems on the internet. Alright, let me get that fixed, and then we'll be back into this. And while I'm at it, thank you for the 100 bits, Cobra. Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you, Yurt.
Find out why this API thing is not working. So we'll just restart it. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. There we go, now it works. I knew I did it right. So this one was here. Get rid of this guy. This one will be here. And then this guy here, let's get rid of him, put him there. And then I'll have these guys roll their own initiative. There we go. And I think at this point here, I can go ahead and change the music into something even less sneakier as battle commences. And Dravos, you're up. Do you want to continue moving, or do you want to go where you heard the noise?
I'm going where I heard the noise. So I'm going to take a 10 feet worth of movement towards the and pulling my bow out, and I'm going to be Scarecrow 3, it looks like.
Oh, alright, go for it.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bonus action to put Hunter's Mark on him.
Done and done.
And then here's my long.
25 is
25.
a hit. For 6 piercing. And don't forget. There you go.
7 total.
So, I better double check their immunities. I mean, they are stuffed with stuffing. I don't know if they have any resistances. Interesting. Okay. So your arrow sinks into the stuffing and it still dangles out there and he seems unfazed by it. Oops.
Okay. With that said, I will.
With that said, you'll what? You cut out.
End my turn.
Okay, perfect. Alright. King Murdoch, make a wisdom saving throw as the eyes of the scarecrow that's attacking you is now trying to make you fear me.
Okay, dokie.
I know that's silly to ask a druid, but it can happen, and all of a sudden you are paralyzed with fear. And let me just go ahead and mark you too. Till the end of his next turn. Wow, this is going really well for the scarecrows. Brand Zapigan.
I will move behind Scarecrow 3.
Alright. Rip through some of these grapevines, get to the other side, and here you are.
And I'm gonna stab him with my sword.
A silver long sword, a 14 hits. 10 slashing. You cut through the stuffing of this creature, and a bunch of straw spills out, and some of the straw has like maggots dangling on it as it hits the floor. The scarecrow kind of like turns his gaze to you for a moment, and he just growls and grins, a big old grin on his face. Anything else for your turn?
That is all.
That is all. And with the paralyzed Julia in the back, he will get advantage on this attack.
Oh, this is ill.
Yeah, that's a 20. For 5 slashing. So it rakes its claws across Julia, and then just hisses, and then all of a sudden, as you get hit, and it ends its turn, you are now free of movement.
Well, before that happens, is it possible I could use Hellish Rebuke?
No,
before it?
It has to end its turn, and then it's your turn, and your reaction cannot go off while
Okay.
paralyzed. Yeah.
No, that's all I wanted to check.
No,
Well,
that's
then
perfectly
I'm gonna-
good. That's a good question, though. Go for it.
Well, let's see, I can't exactly move away unless I want to take an opportunity attack.
You're more than welcome.
But I'm gonna.
You are? Oh, no.
Well, I have to, because I don't want to get surrounded or anything like that. So I'm gonna move over closer to Murdoch. So you could do an opportunity attack if you like.
Well, let me see exactly how you're getting to them so I know how many do it. So as you walk out of 2 of their reaches, they both rake out at claws, noticing movement out of the corner of their eyes for the one on the right and the one up top. We get a 22 and a 12.
The 12 misses, but the 22 hits.
Oh wow, they're that attack. Well, Let me double check something real quick. Didn't realize that attack also induces the fear. Make a wisdom saving throw as well for 2 attacks. And you take just 5 slashing. And those pass, you're good. Did not realize the claws had it too. I thought they had a force in action. If that was the case, I should have just swung, right? Alright, so Julia.
Oh, wow, that's terrifying.
Yeah, these things are very scary now that I look at them more. But they're here. That ends your turn? Or... No, you got something to do still,
Nah,
right?
I'm gonna shoot.
Go for it.
I'm gonna shoot the one by Doran and Bran with an Eldritch Bolt.
Go for it. A 17 will hit.
Oh, good.
For 5 damage. And this is force damage.
Oh, wow, that's a low roll.
So you hit him and like a big chunk of stuffing falls out from underneath where you hit. And he's just trying to fill it back in. But he definitely looked like he got hurt from that blast. Anything else for your turn?
I'll finish my movement by moving a little bit out of the way, so they would have to either chase me to get me or, you know.
Fair enough. Finish your movement and then we'll move on to Dorn.
Okay. Bran is paralyzed at the moment. If I look over at him, do I see him frozen in?
Brand's fine. Murdoch's the one that got paralyzed.
It's Murdoch. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that for the time being, Doran is just going to take out his short sword and try and stab the
one
scarecrow
between
this
you?
next one.
Alright.
Yeah. Ugh.
Double 6s. Boxcars. That's a losing hand there, my friend. You swing wildly at the scarecrow, it kind of like moves its stuffing in and it just misses. Anything else?
I guess as a bonus action, he will do some bardic inspiration for Murdoch. A little pep talk. No, you can do this, buddy. You got this. Snap out of it.
Snap out of a Slim Jim. Murdoch, let's see, it hasn't been the end of his next turn yet, so you're still paralyzed. Let me just reread something real quick. Okay. The target must succeed, saving throw, or be magically frightened until the end of the Scarecrow's next turn. So yeah, you don't get a reroll until its next turn. So yeah, that's definitely a strategy to lock down a player, I guess. So you're frozen there in fear. I'll let you go ahead and roleplay that out if you want.
I mean, I think if I'm silent, it kind of does it pretty well.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I just didn't want to take away your turn altogether. Scarecrow 3 will continue to try to attack Doran, I believe. Wait, no, the guy behind him did some damage, so he'll turn around and then he'll gaze at Sap again and then just slash out at him. We get a 4 on the attack, so that's a whiff.
Oh yeah.
And then Dravos, we're back to you.
All right, so I'm going to take another shot at Scarecrow.
At Scarecrow
13.
3. 13 hits. Ouch.
Hunter's Mark, and then I'm also going to do Colossus
Yeah.
for another 2.
Still standing. Your arrow
19.
your arrow stabs through it, and it's dangling there, and then it falls out of his stuffing. You look like you did a little bit of damage, but some of it just did not feel like it hit completely home.
Okay.
Anything else? You want to move? Are you good?
I think I'll stay where I'm at and end my turn.
Alright, with a paralyzed Murdoch, Scarecrow 2 will take advantage on the attack. It's a 13, which even with advantage does not hit.
Misses.
So you must get distracted with the two down there at the south end and then just kind of misses him. Bran Zabagan, you're up.
I'm gonna hit the same scarecrow I hit last time.
You are no
Nice
longer
18.
paralyzed.
Whiff.
That is a hit. And yeah, you cut into it. You're cutting through straw and maggots, and you see pieces of its stuffing hit the ground, but didn't look like it took all of that damage. Anything else for your turn? You staying put?
All I got, bud.
Alrighty, making sure your options are filled. Let's see here. Staying in threat range, it will chase after Julia.
My options are filled.
Leave me alone, you bag of,
We're in a field.
Yep, we're... Alright, I'm checking out, guys. It says with a 10 as it tries to come up and scrape at you, Julia. What do? It's your turn now.
I think I'm gonna still shoot Scarecrow 3 because I'm sitting there going like, oh, it's scaring that person, and I'm still running away from this Scarecrow. Although I'm not gonna run this time because now he's in my face. So yeah, another Eldritch Bolt till Scarecrow 3.
Alright,
Wow, I can't talk.
just shoot fiddlesticks. Twiddle the fiddle.
Fiddlesticks is so fucking creepy.
Yeah. That's
Nice
kind of like...
crit.
Nice crit. Let's see what you get.
I have a friend that was able to do the fiddlestick voice, so I might be able to invite them to help out.
No,
Do that
no.
if we ever
That's...
do the Scarecrow thing.
No. This is a one-time thing, I'm thinking. Unless... Well, I'm pretty sure it'll come up again. Wow, that was... I mean, that did damage to it. You nearly tear apart the inner parts of its stuffing. Zap again, you can kind of like see like the back part of it blow out as it kind of like turns to face that Eldritch Blast, and the back part of its back kind of like puffs out with a bunch of straw and maggots hitting the ground once more. He's looking pretty hurt though. He's got a worried face on his face. Ah. Anything else? You want to move?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move right by Doran, so that I don't get, flanked.
Okay. I mean, that could still happen if I do this. But...
Yeah, but
we'll see if this guy lives, right? Doran, you're up.
Doran's just gonna keep trying to hack the stuffing out of Scarecrow 3 with
He
his,
doesn't have
short
much
sword.
left, so give it a shot. Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
Roll 20 is showing the love tonight. Dang. Well, you swing at it wildly, and it just misses. Mainly because you stabbed it where the stuffing's already missing.
It gets stuck in the hole.
No, it's big ol' hole. Unless you have a big old sword, I don't see that happening. Murdoch.
Murdoch will cast Create Bonfire under Scarecrow 2.
Okay, go ahead and roll that for me there. It dances around the bonfire and now seems to be in a ritual to create a spell of its own.
Crap.
Yeah, so you build a bonfire, there's a little flame there, it gets a little frightened, it jumps out of the way, and now it's doing the hokey pokey around the fire. And anything else for you,
Hopefully I'll
Murdoch?
join.
No, that's it.
You're more than welcome to walk over there and give me attack of opportunities. Alright, number 3, who is looking like he's on the ropes, is going to... Julia is 1, Zappingan is 2. Because you've both been doing damage. So we'll go after Blondie. So it turns around, claws at Bran. Wow, okay, that was epically fail. 5 and misses. And Dravos, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a regular shot at him.
I mean, that's what you've been doing.
20 hits, I know.
Yep.
So there's that. I'm not going to use Colossus Slayer on here, but as a bonus action, I'm going to move my Hunter's Mark to Scarecrow 1. And in my turn.
Alright, so as you shoot off the arrow, it lands square right between the ears of this scarecrow, and the rest of the stuffing falls out from its head, and it just crumbles into a bunch of straw, broken sticks, and a bunch of maggots. Dravos passes his turn afterwards, and Scarecrow 2. He will attack Murdoch. And miss. And then it is Brand's turn, as Dravos has stole the kill from you.
Alright, I'm gonna move next to Scarecrow 2.
Once again, advantage has been achieved.
Successfully.
That's a hit. You stab into this point as well, and yeah, once again, you're tearing into its stuffing, but the blade attack doesn't seem to be doing full amount of damage that you'd hope. Just kind of like looks at you like, why are you poking me there? Anything else for your turn?
Heart.
Yeah, he's looking for a brain. Yeah, he will just attack Julia. A couple claws come at you. Why do I even explain their attack if they're just going to miss? And they just whip.
Roll the attack first, and then see if you need to say that.
Yeah, well,
I
you know what?
recommend
I tell players that too, so. But anyway, Julia, it's your turn.
If it helps, yeah, Fiddlesticks is not an ED carry.
Nah, he's AP
So he's
carry.
not really good at hitting. But, I'm getting tired of this, Scarecrow chasing me, so I'm just gonna shoot him with another Eldritch Bolt in the face.
Which
Point
one?
blank.
Oh, point blank.
Scarecrow 1.
I think that's at disadvantage, right? Because it's his age.
I don't mean, like, literally. I would have had to get into his face. I'm not gonna get that close.
Oh no, I'm just saying you're using a range attack at, 5 feet distance. It's at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd share that. Yeah, because even spells suffer underneath the rules of range attack. A 10 misses. Anything else for your turn?
Crap. Nope. If I move around, he's gonna chase me down, so I might as well just brace myself.
Yeah, so you try to point blank range him, and then right as soon as the shot comes off, he just jerks his head to the right, and it goes past his left ear. Doran.
Okay, Doran's going to shift his attention to Scarecrow number 2 and just keep hacking away with his short sword.
Hey, there you go. That finally hits. You slice into the stuffing, and for once you make contact. You cut out part of the straw, and the maggots start dumping out. But he looks pretty stout still. Like, it doesn't look like it did the full damage you were expecting. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right, Murdoch, you're up. Don't forget you have Bardic Inspiration if needed.
Murdoch will once again cast Create Bonfire.
It seems like you won't need it. Where do you want it though? Who?
Oh, on Scarecrow 2, sorry.
It's such a tiny bonfire.
It's like a ember.
And once again, they are dancing around your bonfire. Anything else?
That is it.
3 is dead.
Yep, 3 is dead. Ravos, you're up.
Alright, so I'm going to take my pock shots at Scarecrow 1, but I do have one question. Has he taken any damage yet?
No.
Okay.
It's been chasing Julia around. It keeps missing.
12.
12 hits.
$12 for damage.
Don't worry, I'll take it off as I see it there. Alright, anything else?
No.
feel like this guy has been stuck on Murdoch, but now this newcomer came in and took a stab and actually hit him. 1 and 2. 1 is Murdoch, 2 is Bran. Keeps his focus on Murdoch. So he just rakes out with the claws once more. Hits a 7. Wow, alright. Good for you. I'm underimpressed at the end game with these scarecrows. Bran, you're up.
Longsword.
Yeah.
Scarecrow 2.
Same first. Same as the first. 14 hits. Slice in there and you dig a little hole.
These
But,
ones, bro.
I'm telling you.
That's all
So-
I got.
Alright, so that would be... Alright, next up is the very... Let's see here, the scarecrow that is on Julia. Gonna get you, gonna get you. With an 11, wow. Don't worry, I didn't practice what that guy was doing. Hey, he just
They
keeps
won't be able to hit me now.
yeah, he just keeps raking towards you and he keeps missing. Julia, you're up.
Well, I might as well just shoot it with another Eldritch Bolt, since I can't really use any other spell.
Alright.
PPO.
After 1 or 2? I mean, you can always go to the one that's further away. Well, either way, that misses.
You know what? I could feel the pain of this scarecrow now, you know?
Yeah, and he kind of like gives you
Like
an
we're
agreeing
missing
look.
each
This
other.
is it. It's almost like you were meant to be. Like you should be together, not apart. Who knows?
Are you saying I should seduce the scarecrow?
No, I'm not saying that at all. Your Sunday character might have a better chance. Who knows? Doran, what would you like to do?
So Scarecrow 2, is there a bonfire still in the area that he is in?
I think it disappears after he recasts it.
Okay.
Yes, there's still one there. It didn't do any damage.
Okay.
Let me read particulars on it in case you're planning to use it.
I mean, he's just, if it's there, then he might try something involving the fire. If not, then he'll just do a regular attack.
It is a concentration spell, so only one of them can be up at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be one that's there. And for future reference, I just read that he has to move out of the space or do the save again, but I didn't know that. So we will do that next round if he's still staying there.
Okay.
So I don't think you can use it against him at this point. In other words, if he was away from it, then you could try to push him back in that space and force him to make the save again.
Right. Well, my thought was that Doran, as part of his pack, what is it? One of the items in there is a flask of oil, so Doran was thinking he might try and whip it at the scarecrow.
You can if you want.
Okay. Well, I think would that be like an improvised attack? Or how does
Just
that
roll
work?
your dexterity to toss it.
Okey-doke.
It breaks across one of the wooden beams that are suspended inside here, and he's considered oiled up.
Okay. It's greasy.
There you go. We got an oil symbol. Anything else for your turn?
Let's go next to me. He's next to me. Nope. Nowhere I can go.
Roll me a d4 for bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then, Murdoch, you'll be up next.
There you go.
There you go. Alright, Murdoch, what do you got for me?
So I guess technically, since it's concentration, I didn't even know it was concentration. But
Yeah.
so since he stayed in there, does he just have to make the save again?
I will say if you want to recast it from now on, we'll follow that rule. But if you recast it, you can just make him make the save now. And then he'll try to move next time. Because I wasn't aware I needed to move out of that space until I read the spell.
Okay, I'll just recast it. That's fine.
Yeah, so we just kind of like recast it. And, yeah. And he needs to make another dex.
Oh man.
So he
That's
feel
why.
yeah, he's like dancing around. He feels the oil, and he's like flames. Oh no! Quickly ducks out even further, and yeah, he's dancing around a new flame. Anything?
Sorry, I just want to check one thing here about this bard stuff. Okay. Is this considered what is this? An ability check? Oh, it's a save. Never mind. Sorry, don't mind me. Yeah, please
Yeah,
continue.
it wouldn't affect anything with the enemy anyway. It would be on his rolls.
I was looking at the cutting words to see if I could.
Oh
maybe-
yeah, no, you can't do that to
Okay,
saves.
cool.
No, but attacks you can. Yeah. All right, Gravels, you're up.
Yep. Pock shots at Scarecrow 1.
Go for it. 19 hits. Just
17.
speed that up a little bit. Don't worry about adding. I'm taking it off as I see it. All right. Anything else for your turn?
That'd be it.
That'd be it. Okay, that's one. All right. So this is the one that needs to move. All right. So he will move up one. Doran could take an attack of opportunity if he wants.
Sure, do a little stabby stab.
Yeah. Yeah. 10 misses. And he will continue to try to hit Murdoch. It's an 8. And it is Brand's turn.
And with a long sword.
The long sword swings and gets a 20. That's a hit. You slash away some of this oiled stained straw from this scarecrow. He's half relieved and half agitated. Anything else for your turn?
Is it?
Is it? Alright, number one will... Yeah, like he's got something for Julia, so let's see what happens. He's...
Thought he had something
Oh,
for Julia.
wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I am notoriously rolling low against her for some reason. But Julia, your turn to roll low.
I'll be honest, if I miss one more time, I will seduce this scarecrow out of just principle of just sucking at accuracy right now.
You mean frustration?
But one more Eldritch Bolt should do it. I bet you I will hit this time.
Mm-hmm.
My money's on Julia.
Hey, there you
Yeah,
go.
that'll definitely hit.
14 force damage. Nice. It takes a big chunk of the stuffing and hits it into the ground behind him. You see the wiggling maggots and straw kind of like tangling up, and he looks back there to see a big chunk of him missing, and he like gets real mad and angry and just hisses in your direction.
I'm sorry, I only like men with brains.
Now,
Got him.
got him. Doran, you're up.
Doran is going to turn to Scarecrow 2, and he's going to do Thunder Wave. And I was reading up on it. I think I was kind of misunderstanding the spell before. So it is a rectangle that emanates out of me
Mm-hmm. So
from
do you
one-
want to...
from one side. So I'll just have it going straight, I guess, west off of me.
Yeah,
That's Scarecrow 1.
Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a con save, and if you do it right where you're at, you're going to hit allies too.
Well, I thought it was emanating off of me.
No, yeah, 15 feet squared around you. You don't get to pick a direction, it's completely around you in this case. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, each creature
I thought it
in
was-
a 15 cube originating from you. So yeah, it's all the way
okay.
around you. Hold on, I'll see if I can show you an example. And then if you want to move with this example showing, let's see, I should be able to put 15 here. And see, that's your aura, and then I will let you see the aura. Okay, aura should be seen. It would hit everybody.
except me.
Okay.
Oh, except him, because he ain't in there. Yeah, so 15 feet all the way around you.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's no good.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
mean-
just gonna stab it.
I think Thunderclap is, like, in front of you. So that might... there's a lot of Thunder spells that have different wording. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to keep an eye on it. So each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you. Yep.
Okie dokie. So he will stab him.
Alright, go for it. You're after 1, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, because 2 was up here. Alright, so, yeah, swing and a miss. Out for the
Okey-doke.
bleachers, out to the seats. Nothing happens to that scarecrow this round on your behalf. Doran swings and a miss, and it's Murdoch.
Alright, I'm gonna try something crazy, and I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire again on Scarecrow 2.
So you're like, forget it, now recast it, now another deck save. I mean, he's been making these saves. Oh, but he
Oh,
fails.
there we go.
So he
And
takes...
he's covered in oil.
Yeah, I'll say 2d6. Roll 2d6 for fire damage as he starts to light up. And we will consider him on fire.
Nice.
So that's a total of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. And he is taking all of that as he starts to try to put himself out.
Oh god, I hope we don't burn down the vineyard.
Since he's made of straw, it's now a bonfire.
Yeah, he's lit up. Anything else for your turn?
That would be it.
Bravos, you're up.
Again with the pot shots.
Hot
That's
shot
not gonna
miss.
hit.
Kind of goes off into the vineyard and just lands somewhere. Alright, anything
Yeah.
else?
I'm gonna stay right here and end my turn.
Scarecrow 2 will use his action to put himself out. So... Oh wait, hold on a second. I just looked at something. With that... Scarecrow 2 actually burns up and dies because vulnerability to fire.
Murdoch started the fire!
Roll me a D100, Murdoch, since this is your fault. Part of your
Alright.
fault. There's a small flame on one of the vineyards. Doesn't look like it's out of control yet, but it's definitely starting a fire in the grapevines. Fran, you're up. You see a small smoldering flame on one of the grapevines.
0 fucks.
That's perfectly fine. Alright.
I'm gonna move behind Scarecrow 1
Mm-hmm.
and use my sword.
Oh, that hits. Nice. He's looking very roughed up. He's running out of stuffing. The only stuffing he's got left is around the head and rib cage area. But yeah, you're taking big chunks out of him and he's nearly dead.
That's all.
I mean, I don't think he's going to be around much longer. So let's just see if he can actually hit Julia this time. A 16.
Oh,
I
damn.
need a wisdom saving throw as he rakes across you and his eyes glare for a moment and the fear factor starts to kick in again. You are paralyzed until the end of his next turn. So as soon as
I
you
just
were...
want to imagine.
Go for it.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say. I imagine Julia just like toppling over onto the ground, just terrified.
Right. So it just hisses and doesn't say anything like verbal or you know, something distinguishable. So yeah, kind of like that. So Julia, you are paralyzed this round, which kind of helped it a little bit, but Doran, you can probably finish it off.
I can try. All right,
Let us see.
Sword attack. Ooh, nope.
Not today. Wait, advantage. You hit.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, you have an ally. Well, I almost forgot. You totally forgot. Not enough to kill it, but there's not much straw left. Just that, what's in its head, and just a very little bit holding it together in places. Next up is Murdoch.
Murdoch was only told not catch the house on fire, so I will cast Create Bonfire on the other Scarecrow.
While you're at it, would you please
Oh my
roll me
God.
another roll me another D100 along with your damage. Nice. All right. 5. Oh god, you light him up, and then roll me another D100 for this actual fire. Perfect. Got it.
Wow.
I need dexterity saving throws from Doran, Julia, and Bran, and Murdoch. Oh yeah, all 4 of you have to make it. The 5 feet
Oh, come on.
around that spot, so 10-foot reach, goes up in flames. There's like a soft little exploding as the dry wood of the grapevines and whatever fermentation of the grapes there was from the rotting, just kind of like a small little explosion fires off. We'll say this is just a simple 1d6 damage, and if you take half if you succeed. So 4 if you failed, and I would say Julia and Bran succeed, the rest of you fail, so 2 if you fail, or succeeded. 2 for success, 4 for fail. And there is the fire behind you goes out, but this one gets a little bit wilder.
Murdoch will drop the spell,
Mm-hmm. There is still a fire.
and then he will pat out his beard.
Good idea. Yeah, that's definitely a good start. And yeah, what do you guys want to do now? You want to progress, or you want to take care of a fire? I mean, it's all up to you.
Murdoch will attempt to put out the fire.
How do you do so, sir?
Well, I assume there's like dirt on this thing, so I'll just kind of like, toss it on it, get my water skin out, toss some of that on it too.
For some reason, as you do such a thing, the fire mysteriously gets crazier as a soft wind blows in and starts creating more flames. If you guys want to
my
move, I would
God.
suggest you do so, as a full turn has taken place. So the fire is starting to get out of control. If you're still there, I need you to roll dexterity saving throws again.
I'm gonna nope this situation after I roll.
I would think Murdoch would have to make it anyway, because he went to try to put it out. Alright, Murdoch got a 16. What do you get, Julie? You said you were going to roll it?
Yeah, I was about to. Sorry.
So 2 if you succeeded, and 5 if you failed. So you take 5, Julia. The rest of them are like, nope, we're out. And Murdoch, you take 2. And it looks like the grape vineyard's going to be having a whole row missing when they get back to it.
It'll be
Hey.
alright.
Alright. Alright, so another turn passes. Do you guys want to do anything at this point? Oh, you meet up with Dravos. How about that?
I just want you guys to imagine like Julia being like upset because like her hair is like sin just because of the bonfire.
It's amazing.
Oh,
the-
yeah, which is a.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it was pretty amazing that bonfire got more out of control than the other one.
And then the dice.
Dim the dice. Alright, so you're all regrouped at the house. Do you guys say anything to each other? Because you just got through the scarecrows who were protecting this land for some reason.
Okay,
Dravos
you
is going
fine.
to say to the party that he thinks we should stealthily enter the house. Possibly check out the outside of it first to make sure there's no guards on the outside.
I'm gonna just be like Julia looking at the fire and then turning back to Dravos and go like, I think that's a wonderful idea.
Doran, do you know if there's anything special about these things we just fought?
Do I? Well, that's a great question. Do I know anything about these things?
I don't know. Well, how would you? I mean, tell me how, and then I'll decide a roll.
I don't know if they're of magical origin or if it's.
Yeah, let's
doesn't
go. Let's go with a Arcana check.
Well, let me
Oh,
tell
wow.
you. Okay.
Yeah,
This
you want to.
particular type. Yeah, these scarecrows. Obviously, they have all these well-known characteristics that everybody would normally be aware of.
I don't know why you're
Is
even
there
asking
any-
me. First, let
Is there
me show
anything-
you. Let me
I
show
could
you what
go
they
on
look
for
like.
hours. I did my my dissertation on this.
So yeah, so at harvest time, when death revisits the Twilt world and summer's blossoms bow their withered heads, you probably even say all this. Eerie scarecrows loom in a silent vigil, empty fields with immortal patience. These stoic sentinels hold their posts through the wind, storm, and flood, bound to their master's command, eager to terrify prey with a sackcloth visage and rend victims with its razor's claws. So somebody summon these creatures to be there.
Obviously, okay.
Dravos
Would you
just
say
chimes in.
Andor, but
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Dravo started.
I was just going to say that Dravos would have stated that maybe these druids, I think he said it was, are the ones that summoned them.
Yeah, go ahead and have the actual conversation. You don't have to say that's what
Oh.
you're thinking. Yeah, talk to him like a normal human being.
All right. So as soon as Doran mentions that, Dravos is going to be like, well, I kind of think if, there's druids that are holding this house hostage, maybe it was them that summoned those scarecrows. I mean, that does sound something like what a druid would do.
That
Murdoch is
sounds
the
very
druid,
plausible.
and Murdoch cannot summon scarecrows.
Yeah, but you're a low-level druid.
What are these levels you are
Oh, wow.
referring to?
Let's just say there's probably
What
stronger
is
druids
that?
than you, and that's probably what we're dealing with here, is someone who's a little higher up on the druid food chain, if you know what I mean.
Name one.
Your mom.
My mother is not a druid.
She's a
Not the point
barbarian,
here.
damn it. All right.
That
She's
is
a
not my
hashtag
point.
commoner.
You're king.
All right. There's.
Oh, now shall we go explore the house further?
I would like to go back into stealth and try to check out the outside of this building before we go in.
All right. Let's get a perception check. You hear some movement next to where you are, and then it's quiet again.
Can I look through the window?
The shutters are shut.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, there's like a
Can I
little
hear
crack.
through the window?
There is like a little crack in there. If you had like something, you could probably open the shutters by popping the lock from the inside. You heard footsteps, or make a perception check. Maybe you heard more. Who knows? Nope, you didn't even hear the footsteps.
Murdoch has a plan. What if I shout out to the druids to see what part of the food chain they are, and if they are the grains or if they are the the meats or whatever. And this way, we will know how many are in there, and perhaps we can negotiate with them rather than just murdering them as we seem so fit to do it.
Dravos looks at him and then reaches into his backpack, pulls out a crowbar, and it's like, well, I could just pry these shutters off.
Murdoch has a crowbar too.
I don't know. I like Murdoch's idea on letting him handle it. Well, I think the rest of the group should hide away and try to sneak in, or stay as backup so he doesn't get shot to death or something.
Right. I still feel like I should go into stealth mode. I really do.
By the way, Murdoch, if you want to, how about this? How about you do the talking, but I'll put an illusion of you somewhere that they'll be seen.
Murdoch is not the best at making his voice carry, but Murdoch can attempt it.
Oh, it's better than you being like shot with like a thorn whip or something.
Murdoch is indestructible, but you are correct. It is better.
Alright, let's first find a way to make sure that they'll hear us or be able to find us without really finding us.
I mean, there is a fire back there. I think they're almost sure you're there.
No.
Nah, probably
No,
not.
that
This may be a kick down the door kind of situation at this point, guys. I don't know
Yeah.
if the stealthy approach is really going to work out in our favor.
Oh, I
As he
guess.
says that, Dravos goes stealth.
Yeah, go for it. Roll your stealth check if you're going stealth. If you're not, then oh well.
19.
Alright, you're considered hidden as far as we know. I do realize some of these windows do let you see in, so I guess maybe some of these windows were left open.
So where's the main door at? Do we see it?
If you look further down this way, you see a pair of double doors.
Okay.
So what I can do is I can go over to the door, knock on it, and then just yell really, really loudly, and they should be able to hear. I'll even do like the hen cone in front of my face to make it louder.
And then, do you want me to cast it by the door, or do you want me to like cast it farther away from the door? The illusion.
Cast it probably 15 feet in front of the door.
Right there?
What's the illusion that we're casting?
Minor
I think
illusion.
it'd be right here.
Okay.
Oh, is this the door or is this the door? Sorry.
Hold on, let me see what we got going on here. Hold on, let me double check. Like, that might not even be the right spot. I think I might have you looking at the top floor. Alright, let me double check things. Okay, that's the upper floor, ground floor. Alright, I apologize, guys. It looks like I put you on the wrong part. So you wouldn't have seen any of that, but let me move everybody. It's okay. We're technically just going down here. Oh wait, you still won't see anything until I put you there.
Blech.
Alright, so in this case, you just see... Is this an opening? Alright, so let me go up here. Yeah, the map was a little weird. I read it wrong. My bad. W5 says... The wall falls and everybody dies. Resting on a flagstone veranda, sorry, I could say words, are 3 5-foot diameter wooden tubs. Their insides are stained with grape juice. Each tub has a short ladder bolted to its side and a catch basin tucked underneath. At the back of the veranda is a large set of sliding wooden doors as well as a normal-sized wooden door. Stone pillars and arches support the upper floor above.
Murdoch immediately climbs the ladder to see if there's anything inside.
They are empty, except for the grape stains. Looking down further, like if you were over here, you would have noticed like a door and then an opening over in this direction.
I would yell up to Murdoch and be like, "Is it safe up there? Is there any entrance over there?"
There is a door in the front, so what we could do, you three could hide inside the wine barrels and I will speak out in front of the door.
Doran is down with that idea. He can hide out in a wine barrel, see if there's anything to, ingest while he's in there. Sure.
Wait, how many wine barrels are there?
Question, where do you see these barrels? These are vats. They're not barrels. They're where they squish the grapes down.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And yeah,
Not
looking
quite
in,
the
yeah, it's not quite a wine barrel. He was hoping for wine. All right, so
I mean, they're still big enough for like someone to get in and stand in, right? Because that's what they like stomp their feet in.
yeah, that's what they stomp. It's probably like, let me see if there's any specifics to that. Why would I? There it is.
Stomp the
Dravos
yard
is
too,
checking
the
out this
streets.
water.
They're wooden tubs, so 5-foot diameter. They're 5 feet in diameter. But the wooden tubs, I would assume they only go up about 2 or 3 feet, just enough for somebody to step in, start stomping grapes, and then there's this spigot that leads to a basin, and that's where it catches whatever juices come out.
You will
How
have to
tall do you
squish
think?
yourself.
Dravos, tell me what you're doing. You pulled away.
I'm checking out this. It looks like a well.
A ring, tight-fitting, moss-covered stones encloses this 40-foot deep well.
Ah. Okay. Do we need any water, guys?
Not anymore. The fire burned out.
Well, I wasn't sure if anybody needed to refill their water skins or whatnot.
Is that what we're worried about right now?
Well, if it heals
Might
me,
come
I
in handy
definitely love
later if Murdoch sets the house on fire.
I don't. I
Murdoch
think
was told not to set the house on fire.
Exactly my point.
So where is that at? As you're looking, there is an outhouse over here if you want to check that out.
Nah.
I mean, there's
Where?
Well, keep going south. Like, you guys don't
Oh, so
see it, I don't think, can you?
We can see.
I think
Julia
I can see
might
it a little
could.
bit.
Oh, yeah, you can make it out a little bit. Alright, well, no, you passed it up, Drapos. It's right here.
oh, this thing.
Yeah, sweet-smelling herbs hang from the eaves of this ramshackle wooden outhouse, which has a small crescent moon carved into its door.
Travis is gonna go use the bathroom.
Door opens, he disappears for a few moments. What about the rest of
He
you?
is
What are you
hiding.
up to?
While he hides there, you three hide in the vats, and then we will begin our negotiation with the druids.
Sounds perfect.
Then I'll
Doran will
prepare
jump
myself
in one of the
again.
vats.
Alright,
I
I
too will hide in the vat.
alright.
I'm not gonna jump in, but I'll just like slowly get into the vat and be like, "This is terrible. It smells like wine. I hate it."
Doesn't smell like wine, it's just a bunch of grapes.
Feet.
Oh, even worse! It's
Yeah, rotten grape juice, perhaps.
rotten grape juice with feet smell.
Let's see here.
My instinct is to hide in this barrel like the wily fish.
Alright, I'm just gonna do a quick scan here and look for... I'm trying to figure out why this one token is available. So let me see if I can find out where he is. But yeah, alright, so you're preparing to do what, Murdoch? What is the king gonna do?
Murdoch will walk up to the door, knock on it as loudly as possible. If need be, I will use my staff to get the thud going.
Let me see if anybody is down there. You dud 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 dud. Doesn't seem like anybody's coming to the door.
And then, after I knock a couple of times, I'm going to step back about 15 feet from the door, and I will yell, "Attention, druids! It is I, Archdruid Murdoch of the Southern Isles. I'm here to speak to the," I'm going to use the quotes here, "higher level druids about the disruption of the vineyard's production. I seek to reconcile this issue without harm, but I am not opposed to violence. Send out a negotiator. You have 5 minutes."
Ooh, okay. You know what? I actually know what I'm going to use that token for now. I think with that, as you give them 5 minutes to negotiate, we're going to take 5 minutes and take a break. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Good.
All right, so... No, you can't boot. Oh, wait, you can... I don't know, maybe you can boot the enemy. But at any rate, we'll look at that later.
Oh,
back
that
in-
sounds evil.
It does, doesn't it? So we'll be right back in about 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and grab me a drink. You guys can use the restroom, do whatever you need to do. And we'll be back shortly.
Alrighty.
You have the player's handbook for that, just so you know.
Wait,
do I?
really?
Yeah, my kids like to play it.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
Oh, if chat's wondering, now that we're back, they're talking about My Little Pony. I mean, there's still 2 more days that are open for campaigns if somebody wants to start a My Little Pony campaign, but I won't be.
Brony campaign.
Who knows? Who knows? There's definitely a lot of stuff we're trying out, especially with the campaign on Tuesday. So, going forward with Wednesday, though, welcome back, everybody. We are getting back into the winery. We just spent a little bit of time telling these people that if they want to come out, you'll negotiate with them? Or they need to send out a negotiator. I think that was the threat, right?
Yep.
And I think they picked the perfect negotiator. So all of a sudden you hear a big old tree rip itself out of the ground, and I need everybody to roll a new initiative as soon as I clear it. Let me clear first. Now go ahead and do it.
Oh god, Dravis is still in the bathroom.
Murdoch would like to cast Soothe Tree.
I don't think that's a spell.
Calm down, tree.
Leave me alone, Grandfather Oak.
There you go. You asked for a negotiator, so this is who they send out.
So how tall is this thing?
It's
Is a
huge.
tree.
It is very huge. It's very tree size. Sorry, I'm taking a little bit here. I'm looking for missing things like turn order. There we go.
The druids have declared war.
We would have seen. Top of the order is Dravos. You just finished flushing the toilet. What do you want to do? You're allowed outside, and it's not coming from your stall. Are you muted? Dravos?
Rip.
Dravos?
I see his
Bravos.
light turning on, but
Bravos.
his voice is not turning on.
Dravos. Leave and come back in. Leave and come back. Thank you. Discord says no talkie. See you lighting up, but I don't hear a word from you. Oh. You got a mute button on your microphone, or? No, he was just talking a second ago.
Heard you a little bit there.
Hello.
There you are. Welcome back.
And thank God for that small miracle that it wasn't coming from my stall. So when I start, I'm going to assume that I see this tree. Also, on a side note, out of character for the DM right quick, I did the calculations. My passive perception is 11, not 25.
Alright, cool.
Seeing this tree, I am instinctively going to draw my bow and take a shot at it using a bonus action to put Hunter's Mark on.
Alright. There's gotta be something that's accidentally...
Or I'll let you do that when you're done looking at my stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and do your thing there. I'm sorry. I'll look it up later. I don't know why it's doing that. Or maybe I can do it from here. It's supposed to be 11. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if that fixed it. I manipulated it. Alright, cool. Figured it out.
So I put Hunter's Mark on it as a bonus.
Okay.
just in case, and then I'm going to end my turn holding an action.
And what is that held action? And what is the
If it
trigger?
attacks if it attacks anybody in our party, I'm going to start shooting.
All right, Murdoch. They sent a negotiator. Oh wait. Hold on. This thing is. I thought I. Oh no. I guess that is right. Is everybody on there? Julie, I don't see you.
I don't see Julia. Yeah, I don't think she's in the turn order.
Oh, I thought I put myself in. Let me try again. I had a critical fail.
Oh. Oh, opportunity to get up on the list. Don't worry, once you get in the house, that list is going to get hard to read.
Yay!
You
definitely got
are... Alright, you're next. You're in the vat.
Can I do a nature check on it to learn more about it? Because it is a giant walking tree.
Are you trained in nature?
No, but I'm hoping that I could learn anything about it because this is my first time fighting one of these.
I would say that's your answer right there. Yeah, unless you're
Well,
trained in nature, then no. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm gonna
manipulated.
skedoodle out of this area and then try to hold my action for an Eldritch Bolt. And I'm gonna hold it if it attacks anyone.
Accidentally re-rolled this initiative. Alright, now it is Murdoch's turn.
Murdoch does not like this negotiator. So,
I mean, he's pretty...
Murdoch will cast Entangle on the tree.
Send the new negotiator. This one won't do.
Oh, shoot, I don't see myself in the order either.
Wait, who are we missing? Brand, Dravos... Okay, yeah, I'm
Doran.
missing...
I thought I
missing-
went there, but
Doran's missing.
Alright, yeah, I thought
Well,
that list
I'll-
looked a
I'll-
little... Yeah, go ahead and get on
Yeah.
there, and then we'll see where you land.
so it was a 13. Just double check. Yeah, it was a 13. So, where am I? Fix that.
Your
Sorry about that.
entangled vines wrap around its trunk, and then just kind of like camouflage it even more.
Okay, it will move slowly towards.
The tree is rooted.
No, the
Wah,
tree
wah,
is...
Wah, wah.
The tree succeeded on its strength save.
Ah, shit.
But it's still considered rough terrain.
Negative. It broke out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, like it succeeded. It's not restrained at all.
I think, yeah, but it's still difficult terrain.
With it being natural plants and this thing able to move through the ground, I don't think it's going to be difficult terrain for this. However, it just kind of like comes within the area. Gets 30, yeah. Gets there and just kind of like waits. Double checking to see if there's anything else I'm missing about this thing. Alright, Brand, you're up.
All right. So, given the size of this tree, I'm going to beckon everyone to run inside.
Stay out of here!
So, I'm going to get out of the vat, smelling of grapes, and I'm assuming these are doors next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to burst in.
Make an athletics check. The doors are locked.
Oh boy.
You thud against the door. It does not budge against your weight.
Rip.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Doran, we missed. Did we ever get to you? I'm sorry.
Oh, I think we can safely say that Doran was just kind of cowering in the vat for a bit, so he'll come when it comes back around to him. That'll be fine.
Alright, are you sure? I'll let you go ahead and take your turn now, and then we'll go back to the top.
It's okay. We'll just come back, right?
Alright, then Dravos.
All right. Dravos is going to move towards the slightly open door in front of me. I'm gonna try to open it a little farther so that I can go.
Let me take a quick look at that room before you go in. Alright, a bear hooks line the walls of this storage room. Shelves to the south hold several pairs of stained wooden sandals with oversized soles. Both doors to this room hang open. This one on the west is fitted with iron brackets and leads outside into the rain, which is where you're coming from. Lying on the floor next to it is a 5-foot long wooden beam.
Okay. Could I push this door a little farther open and just step over the beam?
Yeah, you can walk in.
All right, and then I'm gonna go through that next to here, and what do I see in here?
Moving into the rich smell of fermenting wine fills this large 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks, each one 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. The wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs to a 10-foot high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall, which has 4 windows set into the balcony level. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old empty barrels with the Wizard of Wines burned into their sides. Balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at the doors leading to the winery upper levels. Underneath these side balconies are several doors, some of which hang open. I don't know why it's giving me all those details. Okay, I think I see why. So there's like several doors over there that are open. Underneath these side balconies are several doors, some of which hang open beneath the sloping roofs, stretched thick rafters upon which scores of ravens have quietly gathered. They watch you with great interest.
Okay, well, with that being said, I'm gonna move the remaining 10 feet that I have left and try to unlock this door. Do I need to roll anything for that?
There is a wooden handle that locks it from the inside. You could probably easily just lift it.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lift it and just push on the door and let them know that it's open.
Alright, now the door is open for you. Anything else for your turn, Dravos?
Negative.
Julia.
Oh, I'm gonna run over to the closest door, which is the door in front of me, which is in the bushette. And I'm gonna see if the door is locked.
Where at? Alright, let me double check that room real quick. Making me read everybody. Alright, let's see what we got here.
Know how it is. Gotta get your reading quota in.
It
It's
doesn't.
healthy for you to read.
Yeah, it doesn't say it's locked, so. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try the door,
It opens for you.
and then I'm gonna slowly walk in, not
get-
trying to disturb the giant scary tree.
Alright, let me see if I can. That wasn't what I was trying to do. There you go. Now you can see in that room. Strips of iron and wood lie in a neat pile on the floor of this workshop, the walls of which are lined with tools. 2 work tables stand against the east wall.
Oh! Well, let's see. It's either A, explore this room and then try to go deeper, or go back outside and try to deal with the giant tree monster.
You see a pair of double doors over here.
I'm gonna walk over to those doors, and I'm gonna see if they're open as well, but I'm not gonna open them all the way. I'm gonna try to peek in first.
Alright, so go ahead and move where you want to be. We'll get back to the dynamic light. You tried the doors, they open up for you. They seem to lead into a room full of barrels. I'll give you a descriptor here. One day we're going to get out of the modules. Rows of new barrels fill this room. A narrow stone staircase spirals upward in the southwest corner. You can see several barrels just laying on the ground.
Well, the only thing I can do left is search the room unless... Well, I only have 5 feet left to walk around.
Oh, what do you want to do?
I would love to roll an investigation to see if I see anything useful in the room.
Go ahead and roll. Wow, that was delayed.
Nice 21.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's just more I can do for you. It's like reiterate that there's a hammer, there's some wooden tools here to like manipulate the wood. There's these empty barrels that you see before you in the other room. Apparently what you figure out is this is where they make the barrels. So anything used to make the barrels themselves kind of available to you, like metal bandings and stuff like that, and then there's these wood pieces that are used to like make the barrels themselves. Let's see what else we got here. I think that's just the gist of it because they really don't give me a lot of descriptors. But there's like strips of iron and wood that lie neatly in piles here.
No, that's fine. Then what I'm gonna do is stay put and just think out my next plan of whether or not A, I should engage the tree, or B, just go further deeper.
Murdoch.
Murdoch will get solo XP and cast Create Bonfire on the tree.
If this tree dodges, I'll be very impressed.
You're taking my jungle farm!
Oh my god.
Tree lifts a limb where the bonfire appears.
And then I will move to the back corner.
Alright,
And
let's
that is mine.
let's pull that bonfire out again. Alright, where did you wind up, Murdoch?
That's
Right there by
I went
the-
to the corner.
Alright. Next up is Doran.
Okay, Doran's gonna pull himself together and jump out of the vat. He is going to insult this tree with his vicious mockery. Let's say, I've seen scarier shrubs than you. And he's going to head towards the doors that are, I guess, where Bran is right now.
Alright, let me make that wisdom save for you.
Ah, alright. He is mocked.
Is there anything that happens with the mock? The disadvantage on the next attack, or is this the one that makes it run away?
Disadvantage on his next attack. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, that's right. That's
I
disadvantage on his
know,
next attack.
yeah.
And
Alright.
3 points of psychic damage. You know.
Done and
little
done.
Okay.
Alright, well,
So Doran will run up to the doors that Bran was pulling on. Is that what's in front of him right now? Is he in the right spot?
yeah, those doors are currently open. Let me see if I can fix that for you with dynamic lighting, because they got open from the
Okay.
inside. Yeah,
We have
so
us open them.
there you
Let's
go.
actually open them up. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Problem has been resolved. There you go. Now you can see it.
Okay. And yeah, he'll just kind of move through there then, and maybe take up a position just sort of inside the doorway, but not blocking it. So I guess that's you. And it looks like there's stuff in here. Oh crap!
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
Alright.
stuff in here. I might be here a
Cool,
while.
cool.
Continue your turns.
Oh, that's a lot of things.
Oh, I'm not even done yet.
Good God. This is probably gonna hurt.
The front. Yeah.
You know, the good thing is I just have to look at the number of the last one I put up there to know how many I put down. I know when to stop, but I'll tell you right now. So basically what you're seeing are a bunch of twigs that are on the ground, and they haven't
Are
quite
these those
animated
blights
yet.
again?
Say that again?
Hold up. Are those the
I
tree
said, are
children?
these those twig blights again that were like killing little tree babies?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And the book says
Oh.
there's 23 of them in this room.
Okay. So
Holy
Doran
crap.
looks more like vaguely annoyed than completely terrified. And
Yeah.
You realize this is terrifying because right now I'm only seeing like a black room, and I'm like, oh, I have no clue what's going on, and then I'm hearing this horrible things, and I'm like, oh god, where are they?
Right. Alright, so I'll stop there for now. My turn, right? So the tree stammers out of there. Said it's 2 stories tall. I think it would not be able to get in there. So let me check to see if this tree blight has any kind of like range attack or anything.
Is my hope that he cannot get in here.
Right.
Let's hope he does not. I'll be terrified if he can slide in through doors.
Alright, I'll ask you a question. You tell me if it seems fair. Do you think this tree can at least go one step in and then realize it can't go any further? Or should it be stuck
Yeah.
outside?
Hold on. Is that pillars at the very front of the stairs?
Yeah, these are pillars that go up and
I
support.
don't think you would get that far in then if there's pillars.
I kind of want to say like he gets a little ways in, like he bends down and reaches in and like gets half his body in that direction. But
I can go with that.
like if
go
that
with
doesn't
that.
make sense, then I will recon that. I want to make sure it makes sense. Yeah, because
I
I
can't
think
see
that-
if I agree with that.
if you agree with that, I will continue what I got planned.
Rivos agrees.
Then, Bran, we're gonna try to grasping vine you real quick. The target is grappled on a hit. Until the grapple ends, the target takes. I'll roll that damage for you. The root has an AC. It can be severed if you want. Why does it say 0 bludgeoning damage? That's not right.
I think it's because it's at the
roll.
start of the creature's turn.
Alright, so I'm just gonna roll it and we'll do it at the start of your turn. So that'll be the first damage whenever it happens. But we'll go ahead and see if we can't get you out of there before your turn comes up. So all of a sudden, Bran, you are latched onto. And I wanted to see if it could pull you back, but I guess it can't. Alright, so it's got a hold on. Oh, where's a good grapple? There you go, grappled. Now finish his turn. And then, let's see if they do anything this round. Bravos?
What?
From above you, on top of the balcony, you can just make out a staff, and then all of a sudden, a produced flame is shot down towards you.
Jeez.
Ow.
Gets an 18 on the die, and you take 6 fire damage.
So I take 3 fire damage.
Yes, because you're resistant. And that'll finish their turn. If you're wondering, you can go up these stairs and reach the next level to get to them.
Right.
So you know, I'm just not pulling that out my snout.
You're good.
What I will do now is, because I gave all these guys a number, I'll do that at the end of this round. Bran, you go ahead and go, and then I will go ahead and roll these guys into the initiative.
All right.
So you're,
Guess I'm-
yeah, you can break the grapple, or you can attack the vine, whatever you want to do.
going to attack the vine.
All right, make an attack. AC is 15. You chip into the
Yeah.
wood, but you're unable to cut through it. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna use my bonus action and use Shield of Faith.
All right. All right, Dravos. You just got Krispy Kreme for a moment.
Not even.
And-
It was more like I burnt myself with a match.
Yeah, yeah. So, Shield of Faith, there you go. These twigs start moving next to you, so now they're in the turn order. And you got company upstairs and you got company downstairs.
From the looks of it, I'm gonna have to take care of the company downstairs before I can even start going upstairs. But I don't see any numbers on these.
Oh crap, I didn't do that, did I? Well, you ping which one, I'll know which one. Alright,
In front of the door and
go for it.
alright, so I'm going to use a actually I'm going to keep my hunter's mark where it is. I'm
Mhm.
going to move forward one here, and I'm going to take a pot shot at this tree.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm guessing a 9 don't hit.
A 9, don't do it. You shoot out at it, and it's even your other 9. Like I probably could have gave you advantage because it's like in between those pillars, and it's like a clean open shot. But for some reason, you could not hit the broadside of a barn today.
All right. Well, as a bonus action, I'm gonna drop the hunter's mark on that tree, and I'm going to move a little bit. Hold on.
Yeah, finish your movement because I'm going to go ahead and try to move these things real quick.
All right. I was just gonna move up to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh my
Right
god,
there.
that issue that
You
board
cannot do
forever.
that. There's a twig threatening that spot. You can't move through it. The side
Oh
of
yeah,
these
that's
stairs.
right. I
Yeah,
forgot about.
yeah, and then you got Dorn right there. So yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna end my turn there.
All right. So this one here will move up and take a swing at Dorn. Where are you at? Yeah.
Okay. Ouch.
Ooh, these little snippers got a little brave since the last time we saw them.
Right.
That is the right one, right? Yeah, that's the right one. All right. So he comes up there, rakes you. Let's see here. Whose turn is it? All right, not able to move. Like if there's stuff in the backpack, I'm not gonna move them. So there might be a way you can like congest the lane and just focus them. Like there's ways you can plan this out if you want. Or you could just find out who cast it and kill him. Julia, you can go now.
Well, before I do any actions, can I hear any of the commotion in the other rooms?
Not necessarily. Like, there's been only one real attack, and these are twigs. Go ahead and make a perception.
Yeah, give me a second.
Why does my phone keep shutting off?
Nope, I have no clue.
The sound was so uniform that you could not detect it.
Well, there goes plan B. I'm gonna go for plan. Am I allowed to do like pot shots around the door, or do I have to go fully out to shoot him?
You have to be able to see them to shoot them. So you might have to expose yourself. But yeah, you can.
Oh, this
you
is
can.
a terrible idea.
Yeah, you can hit and run if that's what you want to do. So here's what she sees, chat. She doesn't even know about that. The funny thing is, some of you don't even know how many. Yeah, you just seen what was rolled, right? Okay, I get it now.
I only saw the initiative, so I'm sitting there going like, "Oh my god, there are
Yeah,
so
yeah.
many twigs."
There are a lot of twigs, but like I said, if it's congested, I'm gonna skip them. So there might be a way
Well-
to deal with it.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step out. If I see the tree thing, I'm gonna shoot it with an Eldritch Bolt,
All right, go
and then
ahead.
I'm gonna run back inside like a scared little girl.
That's perfectly fine. So go ahead and move out so you can see what you can see. Yeah, you see them. trying to shove himself underneath the veranda. 15 is a hit. You knock into a piece of its trunk, and part of its limbs takes a little bit of damage, but he looks pretty hardy. He just kind of like shakes his butt at you, and he's like, "What was that?" It looks like he's about to wiggle out of this veranda and come after you.
Oh, and I'm gonna run back in and keep the door open.
Bran, did we have a turn where you were entangled still? You need to take the 9 points of crushing damage from... Oh, okay, you already did, didn't you? Never mind, I'm sorry. I was just remembering things that I forgot to mention. Alright, this one here in front of Doran on the right takes a swing at him. It's a miss. Alright, let's see here. Too far back. Too far back. That one can actually move, but... Yeah, so he'll move out and then move there, but he can't do anything. Where does that put us? Murdoch, you're up.
Murdoch will recast his bonfire on the tree, trying to hit the root and the tree. Like in this square in front of him. Why can't I be it? There.
So are you
Right there?
talking about the branch that's holding Bran?
Yeah. I guess where I'm still hitting the tree, but as close to that branch as possible, so maybe he has to move.
Well, you get a choice either going after the vine itself, or you can attack the tree itself.
I'm gonna attack the tree.
Because doing damage to one doesn't do damage to the other.
That's fine. I'll do
Alright.
I'll hit the tree.
Alright, the 3 is a miss, and it takes 7 fire damage from that. And I will check its immunities real quick. Anything else for your turn?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna spend my turn. Yeah, I'm gonna go past Bran and just step inside.
Alright, as you step inside, you see a bunch of those twig blights that you saw on the road earlier. Just kind of like dancing across the floor. Dravos, one of them comes up to you and takes a swing. It's an 18 for 5 piercing.
18 hits, 5 piercing.
Yep. And... Okay, that's correct. Alright, never mind. Let's see where this guy is. He is... Yeah, he can move out. 5, 10, 20, 25. And he kind of like...
I wish I could see this. This sounds so fun for everybody else, while I'm just sitting in a dark room.
I know, right? So, 19 on Murdoch. And 2 piercing damage if that's a hit.
Oh, you know how it is, Julia. Just a bunch of tree babies that we got to punt.
Oh, if only I knew. But I can't hear anyone, so I'm just gonna be like, alright, I don't know what the other guys are doing. I imagine they're perfectly safe and they're not taking any damage whatsoever.
Alright, Murdoch, that one misses. And now we are to Dorn.
Okay, oh, there was a bit of a conversation about Thunderwave that happened earlier, so just to recap, if I is it emanating from me, or like it centered on me, or coming out of me? I guess is what I'm trying to...
Well, let's see here. Let's go with,
Check Discord
yeah, Discord.
in the Curse of Strahd channel.
Okay,
The red
square.
line.
The red square is the correct one.
Yes.
Okay, so it would be coming off of me. So I wouldn't hit, if I were to cast it out to my right, it would not hit Dravos.
Now, here you go. I will give you a square that we can direct. So,
Yep.
like, the second one, like, if you do it like that, or wherever you're facing.
There is a square there, I am not seeing it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
part of it's going out the other side of the wall. Because the middle row cuts through your, like where your eyes are looking.
Right. Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to blast them off this from around the staircase. Is the content?
All right, so like I'm moving it down 1, so you could get 2 rolls in here because part of it gets, like if you were right here where this twig light is, then that would be the correct configuration. But since you're there, it's going to get cut off because of the wall.
Which is, if I'm just able to hit, this row and a couple of these guys or whatever, that's basically what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
Does
you can get all
what
yeah, you can get all 5 of those if you want.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
That is a spell. Testing it at level 1. There we go.
Let's see, half of that would be 3, so there is a possibility they could live. All right, starting
With
from top to bottom.
Draco. Correct?
No, you're not in it.
Yes, but I'm feared by thunder, remember?
Well, give us a minute. I got other things to resolve. Make a wisdom saving throw at your earliest convenience.
Oh wow, that's a lot of fails.
Boop.
Guess we got all of them.
Boop. I'm just going to delete them as they die so I can get rid of them. Hopefully Roll20 is going to let me do that.
I think I passed. 19.
Alright, you're good. You're getting better at staving off your own fears.
I feel bad triggering this the mysterious ailment that you seem to have, but
That was a good way. That was a good way to clear it, though. So let's look at the the good thing. At any rate, yeah, your thunder wave clears off a good number of them, and the stairways is clear. Do you want to move up or anything?
I do. I guess that might trigger an attack of opportunity, but what are we gonna do?
What can you do, right?
So Doran's gonna run up the stairs, and I guess we pause, and I'll let you do whatever attacks you need.
Yeah. So there was the square. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I left it on GM layer.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what we were both on the same page.
So yeah, 2 attacks from Twig Blight. So here's you a couple of claw attacks. Oh, excuse me, boy. 16 and a 20. Ooh.
Ugh. Yep, those are both a hit.
But they scrape you for 2 piece for 4 damage total. And do
Starting
you
to add up a bit?
Yeah, how much movement do you want to keep going on the stairs? And I'll show you where you are.
What have I used here so far? Like
5, 10,
Probably
15,
use-
20. Let me go ahead and move you up here on the other side of the map. And then you can see what's up these stairs, just kind of like lingering that are attacking from above. This druid that's hanging out up here. That's
okay,
what.
so I
Go ahead.
basically I think I'll just probably get to the top of the stairs, and that's probably about as good as I can do.
Okay, cool. And off to your right, or on the right of your character, as it's shown here, you see a bunch of swarm of ravens, but they all seem perched up on a banister just watching. Right, and that finishes door, and let's see where the rest of these are. And then also deleting them also gives me to move through an ally space, but you cannot end your turn in it. So this Twig Blight quickly runs over here to harass Dravos.
Wait.
Did I click it? Yeah, 15
15 just hits.
or 5 piercing as it gets a good chunk of you. Okay, where's 19 at? Okay. Got one from Murdoch here. For 5 piercing as well. These Twig Blights are hitting a lot harder than they did in the other scenario. Okay, 19. It's already in position and takes another swing at Murdoch. It's a 10 though, so that should miss. Alright, since this Tree Blight has you grappled, it's going to use half of its movement to pull you and itself back. I believe that's fair. So it like reaches backwards, and then with the vine it's yanking you. Let's do opposing athletics checks to see if it can move. So Brian, you can make an athletics to oppose this.
Would the fire that's I guess would be going through those vats do anything to it?
No, it's
The
just
vine
grape
itself.
juice. As far as the vine itself, like that vine could be coming off of this here. It's not directed on it. But I think he needs to. If he ends his turn on it, right?
Yeah.
I will say Bran somehow manages to keep it from moving backwards. And it will make a dex check to see if it takes that damage, and then you can roll damage on a fail. Alright, go ahead, roll damage for your bonfire. So the tree tried to pull Bran away. Bran is holding very hard onto the shutter of this door handle and trying not to get pulled. And 8. Nice.
So is it like, he's trying to not go to the dentist, so it's like mom's trying to pull him in?
Yeah.
I don't want to go.
Or it's like well, right now he's kind of like a dog who knows he's about to get neutered, and the dog is like trying to resist that at all possible.
Hanging onto the vine with my left hand, I raise my sword that's in my right and just like show the hilt, and I just like shoot him the bird.
Alright, so the blight try to move, unable to, takes the damage, and I don't think he can do another attack until he can either squish you or whatnot. So whenever your turn comes up, he gets another amount of damage. Just remind me to roll that. Let's see where 5 is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it's at the foot of the stairs. 14 will come out and just continue to surround. And then I'll go ahead and roll that damage for you for the tree blight. This is a bigger version than the twig. So let's see here. That says 1d6 plus 6. So on the start of your turn, you take 12 points of damage as the vine crushes, especially after trying to pull you off the door or whatever you might be grabbing onto. And now you can try to attack the vine or try to escape.
Gonna attack the vine.
Go for it. Just keep chipping in with your sword, and the roots of this vine is just too thick. You wind up like scraping sideways and just skidding it instead of actually getting a chunk into the board of this vine.
I'm gonna spend 5k cookie clusters for an advantage.
Ooh, okay. Let me go ahead and get into redemption mode here. Alright, go ahead and roll again. The advantage has been claimed.
Just saying.
Really? Really? Wow. No, I'm sorry, dude. Wait, 11? Yeah, that's still too little, too late. That was a good attempt, though. Anything else for your turn? I guess that's it, huh? Bardic Inspiration,
Nope.
perhaps, or...
That's it. I don't have it.
Alright.
Nothing else in the tank.
So...
Big ol' monster.
I'm sorry, man. Doran, Miss Druid looks over at you, and she will produce flame. So she sends a flaming fireball at you, and it lands for 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, that does 12 points. You said?
4, just 4. She didn't crit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so four is fine. Yeah, 1 sec.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to use your racial?
As in half elf?
Oh, never mind. I thought you were tiefling. Never mind.
Sadly,
I keep looking at your character. It looks very demonic.
he has a sort of tiefling aspect to him.
Yeah. That's what throws me off. All right, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
It's his edginess.
Yeah. It's all makeup. Yeah, he's still alive, so that's, good. Okay.
Currently moving all the twigs. I'll let you know when we get to a player turn in a minute. And Dravos, you're up.
All right. Well, seeing as Bran is having some issues with this tree blight or whatever it is, I'm guessing it's a tree blight, seeing as the little ones are twig blights.
Mhm.
I'm going to run into this room here and drop my bow for a second and pull my sword or my longsword, and I'm going to take a swing at the vine.
As you walk away, 3 of these twigs slap you in the back.
That's fine.
Looks like 2 of them might hit. What was your AC? Got a 4 and a 5 for a total of 9 damage.
Let me go ahead and take that damage and then roll.
Mm-hmm. And while you do that, I'll see if I can move any of these twig blights.
All right. So I'm going to swing my longsword two-handed at this vine.
Oh, I should move that
21
one.
IS.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh,
10
God.
slashing to that.
All right, let me see if that's enough to break it. I think it'd be. Where are you at? Let's see, the total you need is 6 slashing damage or more, and it is cut loose. You are cut loose. Bran, you are free from this thing. We see the vine snap it too, and just re-reel back into the tree's form as he kind of like falls out of the veranda for a moment, but he'll move on his turn when he's ready. Anything else?
Yes, I'm gonna tell Bran to grab my bow, and I'm gonna keep moving the rest of my movement.
Where are you going?
Right there. All
right. These twig blights start to open that door, trying to find another way to get out. And let me see here. I might have to actually adjust the dynamic lighting first. There's too many names over here. Go away.
If it helps, I can see one twig blight just coming in, and I'm going like, oh crap. Oh
Yeah.
crap!
Oh yeah, here you go. I figured you might want to see what's up. So the door opens, the twig blight kind of like rolls in and then stands up next to you and takes a swing.
Ow!
For 3 piercing. Yeah, these twigs are a little more vicious than the ones on the road. Alright, where's 12? 12 moves in to give Murdoch a hug with advantage. It's a 13. I believe that misses. Sure does. Alright. 7 can finally move. Three can finally move.
God.
And that's as far as they go. Alright, Julie, you're up.
Well, it's now that I see this twig blight just pop open this door, I'm gonna give it a quick stab in the face with my silver dagger.
Go for it. You missed the twig.
Oh, this is not good.
So yeah, you swing out at it, the twig just kind of falls to the ground and gets right back up after you miss. Anything else?
Can I close the door?
Sure.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that and try to brace it. Oh, close.
So you shut the
I'm
door
gonna
on its
die.
face. Alright, so you shut the door, and the twig's like beating up against the door. Alright, so let's see what else we got. Alright, Murdoch, you're up.
That was my concentration check from earlier, from the 12 damage.
Cool.
Question. So if I turn into a large creature, will it push these guys back, or will I just not be able to do it? I don't remember.
No, you can do it. Yeah, you will push them back. It'll be considered.
Yeah, then I'll go ahead and turn into my dire wolf.
Alright, so go ahead and like move your token off to the side and then put your dire wolf there, and then we'll see how far these guys have to move. Okay, we're gonna move you right, yeah, right there. Alright, first let me move you up a little bit so I can force these guys backwards. Alright, now you can move back in there. Alright.
Alright, I'm just gonna take a bite at the ones right next to me. The one, I guess, is here.
Alright.
Dang it. Dang it. Oh, dang it.
Wait, 13?
The one,
Oh, wait. What did you roll? I didn't see it yet.
I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
trying to ping which one I'm talking about. It's the one that's directly to my left.
Okay, left one. This one here.
Yep.
Go for it. Yeah, you bite the stick in half and it is no more.
That's my turn.
There we go. Alright. There is a twig south of you to the right that takes a swing for 5 piercing on your direwolf form. The one directly south of you doesn't get advantage. It's a 10 and misses. Alright.
My bonfire. Okay.
Your bonfire goes out. And away it goes. And Doran, you're up.
Doran's AFK.
Where is he anyway? Did I accidentally move
I
him?
just saw.
He's upstairs.
Oh, he's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, welcome back. Doran, you're up. That's right, he moved upstairs.
Okay, so we're on a second floor, the railing overlooking the downstairs part. Is that correct?
Yes.
We're like kind of up above, but I can see the guys below and everything.
Yeah, I could show you. I'll move you temporarily, and we'll consider you upstairs. This is where you are in position on that top floor. And you can
Right.
see all that down there if you want.
Right. Okay. Just bit of energy.
I don't think that would even
I think
work,
what
though.
he's. I can't find my. Okay. If you want to put me back at the original, what he might do is just try and do like a running tackle towards the druid, trying to grasp him and acrobatically fling both of us off of the railing and down onto the down onto the main level.
Well, to tackle, you're going to have to do an athletics check. Go for it.
You know,
Because that is a grapple first, and then I'll allow you to, like, force move at that point.
gotcha. Okay. Athletics, you say?
Yes, sir. That's pretty good. That's pretty
All
good.
right.
So they are unable to get out of the way. So you charge in, you grab a hold of them. That's your movement, I guess. Or
Mm-hmm.
grapple them is
Pretty
an
much,
action. But
yeah.
okay, so you got 10 feet, you grapple, that's your action.
Ah.
And then you still
Right.
got, you can move
Then we're
them.
going over the side.
All right, so yeah, then you can talk. Okay, so both of you go over the side. That'll be 2d6 damage, or yeah, 2d6 damage for both of you, as you are
okay.
toppled over. I'll roll for her first, and then I'll roll separately for you. That way, like, we'll see who hit the bottom first. So she
Who lands?
so she got 10 points of damage, and then you
Alright.
take only 4.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I land on her.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you still
And
got a
I'm
grab
still
of her.
Oh,
You're on top. How about that?
Hey, and I'm
Get
not-
off of me, you filthy half elf.
Right. So we're now. Scar. Okay, that seems great.
All right. So you see the two of them fall off from the top stairs and hit the bottom of the floor here. Next up are some more twig blights. Like, that wasn't a surprise, right?
Right.
Like, I think these twig blights wouldn't... Yeah, one will attack with advantage this time on our wolf. It's an 18 for 2 piercing. Tree blight, after taking some fire damage, it's like, I'm out. And just kind of like wanders off. You guys are kind of like out of its range to get to at the point. But we'll leave him in initiative in case he needs to take care of this problem outside.
Thanks, I didn't know I was a problem.
Oh, yeah, now you are. Hey, I wasn't even thinking about you. Now it sees you, but it's unable to do anything.
I don't think he won't see me for long.
We'll see. Alright, trying to move along smoothly here. It looks like this is working out. Brad, you can take your turn now.
Yep.
No longer grappled.
Longer grappled.
It just remembers to pick up my bow like I asked.
We'll see.
So the tree just left?
Yeah, it didn't feel like taking another crack shot at you. Because somebody's been putting fire under its ass, and it didn't quite like that.
Okay. I'm going to grab the longbow. Gonna make my way inside. Around the outside.
You go through the double doors, or do you go around him?
Around.
Like, I saw you path through the direwolf. Is that the way you went?
No, Dravos, round Dravos.
Alright.
Towards Dravos, through the double doors. I'm going to assume that I can't go through all of the twigs.
Okay, that's cool. Yep. Like, I think you could have gone through your ally here, and I was just checking if you went this way, this guy would have had an attack of opportunity. But that's perfectly fine. You went around the outside and then just kind of like went inside. I could say as a free action, you can hand off the bow if you don't take any other... Like, do you have an action you want to do?
I mean, either way, I figured I would have had to sheath with my free one and use my action to pick up the bow.
And it's a free action to pick it up. Like, you have it in your hand, but you could probably just like sling it over your shoulder real quick and use whatever you got.
Yeah, sure, I'll hand it off.
Alright, so you hand it off to Dravos. So Dravos, you have your bow back.
Thank you, I say as he passes by.
Alright, anything else?
Can I occupy this space with the door to the outside open and closing?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to yell to Dravos, open the door when you're ready to come in, and I'm going to close it.
Okay.
Alright, so this druid will stand up for half a movement as they are prone, and then turn to Doran. And let's see what we got here. You're on the ground. What would be the best way to do this? How does... Okay, I'm just posting this to check something. Sounds like a lot of busy work. We'll just hit you with the quarterstaff. Oh, okay, they have it already set up. So as a bonus action, she'll cast Shillelagh on her quarterstaff, and then swing it down with advantage on Doran.
The person who has her grappled.
Oh, that is true. So that would make it a straight roll. Oh, wait, I guess you would have to... Okay, so yeah, she's trying to beat you off her. So a 13, does that hit? No, it does not. Alright, so there we go. She tries to beat you off her, and it does not go well. So yeah, she would have had advantage, however, she lost advantage because she's still being clung to. So that will end that. I mean, he can move one over here, and that's it. And that guy can move up to occupy there. And Dravos, you're up.
All right, so Dravos is going to run in the door, opening it and then closing it behind him, and step one below Bran. And I'm going to use my Cure Wounds because I'm looking pretty.
Alright, go for it.
For 7.
Alright, anything else?
Yes. After that, I'm going to finish off my movement by going 5, 10, and I'm going to stop here so that twig blight can't get to Bran,
Sounds good.
ending my turn.
Moving on, Julia, we get a 13 on the attack. That misses.
The door is closed though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's close. Alright, so
But even so, it misses.
yeah. Like, are you holding the door closed?
She
Yeah.
did state that she was bracing it.
Alright, then I will say you hear a bunch of against the door. The branch is trying to break the door down.
It would probably do more damage to itself beating on the door than it's going to do getting through.
You're not the
I
boss of
kind
me.
of agree.
You're not the boss
There
of me
was.
either.
Like it's a door made of wood, or like something else.
Oh yeah, it's made out of wood. But it's just like a staff beating up against a door. I mean, sure, it could break, but these are considered animate objects, so they, it has to be broken by somebody else, not themselves. I don't know, they're banging their heads against the door. Like, we'll see what happens. And we will do a claw attack against the wolf. Get a 21 on that attack. Or no, we get an 18. Which is 2 piercing. For a moment there, I thought Bravos was one of these twig blights.
Wrong color.
See here. Alright, Julia. The door is closed. What do you want to do?
Well, if I leave this door, I might die. So, is there anything I could grab that I could use to brace the door in some way? So I don't
There's
have to hold it
wooden
entire-
slabs here. There are metal bands over here. There's a bunch of tools on this table here. There's many things you could try to do.
Oh, then what do I need to do to make this door stay closed?
You tell me.
Like,
And then
I was
we'll-
hoping that if the door is open only like one way, I was gonna put a bunch of heavy stuff in the way. If not, I would try to if it's one of those old doors, put a block of wood in the way so that they can't open it.
You have a chair there. You could probably just wedge it up against the handle.
And I'll give that a try.
Yeah, sure. Do like an athletics check to push it in enough to keep it from moving.
Oh, okay. This is gonna. Let's see how well I do.
I mean, it's got to be better than the twig.
Possibly? I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Pretty good. All right. Anything else?
Is that door gonna stay closed or?
We
do I
have to
still
wait to
brace it?
find out. You think it's gonna work? You used your action to wedge the chair under there. So what else do you want to do?
I
Bonus
need the
move.
hell out of there.
All right. So finish your move, and then I'll go ahead and move things over here.
Now I'm even more blind, so now I'm kind of terrified if I'm gonna encounter like something crazy.
Gotta love the dynamic lighting. By the way, we'll show
Right.
chat what you see. There you go. Alright, Murdoch, what would you like to do?
Murdoch will take a bite out of. So there's one here. I can't see anything this way. Is there one this way, or is it just?
Yeah, there's one here, and there's one down here, and then there's 3 of them right there that's surrounding you on that right flank.
Okay. I'm going to bite the one behind me so that Bran and Dravos can move in.
Alright. That misses. The stick ducks
I got pack
underneath.
tactics though.
Ooh, that is
so I
true.
get
That does
advantage.
hit. That does. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Thank you. That twig is no more. You snap into that one as well. Anything else you want to move? Or are you good?
That is it.
Alright, well, here you go with another claw attack on Murdoch. Hit a 13 for 4. That hits. Nope, does not hit a direwolf.
It's
We got the one that's on the south side that's going to try to hit you next. Gets a 10, misses.
east.
And let's see here what we got. We got the number. Let's see, this guy here is not in anybody's hair yet. He just kind of like moves around wanting to hit something. See a happy twig behind the ones in the front line, and it's just waiting for a chance to move in on you. Doran, you're up. And you're on the ground.
Okay. Oren's in a real.
You still have her grappled, by the way.
Yeah. He's gonna use his last spell slot to do Thunder Wave on the druid that's next to him.
Just on the druid.
Yeah, I don't see how I could really do it any other. I mean, if you can see a better way of doing that, I don't.
Oh no, that's yeah. So it's either you get him on this side and just get her, or you would wind up hitting the direwolf and the rest of those
Right.
quick lights.
So just directing it straight towards her.
Yeah, like that would be that way if you want to go that way. All right, so she needs to make a. Go ahead and roll your thing there, and it'll tell me what I need to roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's the con save she gets. Roll 20 lag. Ooh, a 21.
All right.
I went ahead and
that's
did
still
a
it's still
wisdom
half
roll.
damage, right?
Half damage.
She does not. Yeah. There you go.
She doesn't get. And yeah.
All right. Are you staying put, or did you want to move?
Don't. Yeah, it's going to provoke an attack of opportunity if I move, and I think I'm just going to kind of stay where I am.
All right. So you see this twig start jumping on barrels,
Mhm.
and then it jumps on the barrel just right behind you, and then it just rakes out with its claw.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, you.
You guys are mean.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
that'll do it.
I'll do it. 4
Oh,
piercing
Doran
on
is
that one. Oh no.
What happened? I have no clue.
Something. You hear a thud.
Yeah. Hear a very sad cry from a half elf, and then it gets cut short.
Shit.
On the wolf.
That hits.
Yep, you take 3 piercing. Let's see here.
Want to buy better action economy. Animal shapes.
Hey, Dravos, I found you a friend.
Dang it! I was just about to go after the lady.
15 for 2. And I will fix
15 barely hits, but yeah.
all it's got to do. almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. All right.
And nuclear missiles.
Well, yeah, that's not an almost. That's absolute. So that's that one. Bran, you're up.
Yeah. Oh. Don't,
Just remember, you can move into my square. You just can't end your turn there.
Yeah, you could stand on top of him. Oh, wait, no, yeah, him. Sorry. I was going to say if it was Doran, you can actually stand on him if you want.
Hey, wait a second.
Teabag!
Alright, what do you want to do, though, Bran?
Well, if I could occupy the same space as Dravos, I'd attack the Twig Blight and then move back out of the way.
Yeah, go for it. Come in, whirl your longsword, if I recall correctly, and take a swing and step back. I will warn you, though, because of the threat range, you're technically leaving its threat range with the line of sight being cut off. No,
Or if I just
never mind.
move toward
No,
it.
you're fine, actually. Technically, yeah, it's just that wall is like cutting you off from threat range, and I would think an attack of opportunity would happen, but I'm not going to do that. So yeah, you can go ahead and deal your damage, and it doesn't even matter, he's dead. And you walk right into his space. There you go. So you carve your way in. And do you want to move any further, or are you good where you are? This is not an ally. Neither are these. But that guy there was your ally.
I'm gonna move further in towards the
Alright.
lady man.
She,
That's all I got, friend.
She turns to notice another threat nearby and takes her staff with Shillelagh and takes a swing at you. Damn! She's knocking teeth out. 6 damage.
Oof.
20 AC don't matter no more.
She takes a
Right.
swing, cracks you right against the jaw. You're kind of like reeled from it. And she's just kind of like going into the defensive stance at this point, trying to fend you guys off. She still feels like, with all these twig blights, she's got the upper hand, but we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, especially seeing as it's like killing babies.
I mean, do you feel sorry for him now?
No.
Oh yeah, I can't make it, so that's where he ends. Alright, Dravos, you're up.
So I'm gonna put Hunter her, and as a bonus action, I'm going to drop my sword and pull my bow, and I'm gonna shoot her.
Go for it. That's a hit.
22, I assume hit.
Yep. Give me some damage numbers, and we'll go ahead and see if we can knock this woman down.
How's an 8 total sound?
It's sounding...
Oh, and I'm assuming has she been hit yet?
Yes, she has.
Oh wait, she took damage from the fall. I'm also gonna hit her with Colossus Slayer.
Go for it. Nice.
Oh, good job.
How do you want to do this one?
I'm going to see when the one with the dark hair, that's Doran. When she drops Doran, she's going to end up pissing Dravos off because Dravos was starting to warm up to Doran and Bran. And seeing that, Dravos is just going to like hit her with the hunter's mark, notch an arrow, pull it back, let it loose, and it's going to go right between her ears.
Right between the ears, out the other side, the arrow lands completely into the head, and she just splats against the wall before sliding down. And you can see the arrowhead spark against the wall as she's like leaning against it, dying.
And as she dies, Dravos is just going to be like, "How dare you touch my friends?"
You tell me how to touch your friends. No, yeah, they're dead. All right, so
There is no response.
no, there is no response unless you cast Speak with Dead. All right, are you ready for that athletics check from a Twig Blight to open your door? That is a DC 15.
Yeah, go for it.
6. Unable to do anything. Alright, moving on. This one is actually the one on the right of you. So, Murdoch, here comes a claw attack. For 4 piercing.
Sure.
Let's see where 7 is. 7 is... Wait. Where are you? Okay, they must be the ones that are... Yep. Alright, Julia, your turn.
Alright, well, so I do a perception check because I have no clue where I am. And I also want to make sure I can hear anything.
If you want to move first, you can start doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just run forward to that first door. So let me just use my full motion.
Yep, hard to perceive anything that you can't see to begin with. Oh, hey, look, that door is slightly open, huh?
So I only see door and underground, I'm guessing, and the twig light.
Yeah, and if you were to open these doors up a little wider, I can actually move that out for you so you can see in.
Yeah, let's open those doors a little bit.
There you go. Now you should be able to see a little bit clearer, but yeah, so there's like these 3 fats that are like taking up like an 8-foot space, so that's why you're kind of like blocked on some of the vision. So
okay, that
Check
makes
Twitch
sense.
chat.
yeah, there's like
Well, I at least... Oh, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, I could see, like, a twig bite leg popping out. Oh, no. You know, since I have the opportunity, I might as well shoot the twig that I see right now.
Alright, yeah, go for it. "16 hits. Reel the damage, and that twig blight is no more. You blast it, and it turns into sawdust."
Did you hear me, Star?
Oh, you retrieved a boon for you?
Yes.
Roll me a d10. And anything else for you, Julie?
I'm trying to think about it. I can't really run back anywhere. So, can I close the doors again and just make sure that nothing comes through it again? Because I've got to learn my lesson that things can jump out and try to kill me.
Huh. Why does this one roll? Alright, I'll get to your boon here shortly.
Yep.
Did you hear my question?
I did hear your question, and I am about to make your life a living hell because I'm going to shut the doors, and you're not going to be able to see in here until you reopen them.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Alright, so I want to do this fast way, I think. Oh, no. There, that should shut you off from that, right? Yeah, shut you enough. Alright, so I know you shut the doors.
Yeah,
It's all
I only
good.
see
It's
a
all good.
sliver.
Alright, that's fine. We can do that. Yeah, so that's what she sees right now, which is a pain in the butt. But she shut the door. And anything else for your turn? You're good where you are. You finished your movement, correct?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
So this one goes upstairs. Alright, where are you at? Murdoch, you're up.
Well, let us see. Murdoch will just take a bite out of the one. Let's see. I'll take a bite out of the one directly in front of me. Fine.
That one, or top, bottom,
Yeah,
middle?
yeah, the top.
Alright, go for it. That's a hit, and that's some damage, and that twig blight is no more. Slowly but surely, the numbers are dwindling. Anything else? You want to move? Are you good? I think you're good, right?
No, I'm just gonna chill.
Gotcha. Twig blight next to you in the middle is going to take a claw attack. Gets a 4,
Four.
misses, and I think the one that is south of you takes a swing as well. Gets an 18 for 3.
Nickel and diming me.
Yeah, eventually it'll catch up. Now that you open up that space, this guy comes up here and he will attempt to do the same thing that his other friends have been doing and try to hurt the wolf. And gets a 22 for 4 damage.
Sure.
And I guess a death save is needed, right?
That's correct.
Go 20, go! Go 20, go!
Death save. Here it is. Okay.
Alright, you're good. You're not dead. So that's a success. Alright, so. We rolled a boon for Dravos. And the boon is an ally comes to your aid. And I'm trying to think, who are your allies that you've met so far?
Let
It
me
would
think.
be Ismark, Irina.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
The priest in the church.
Don't forget the Fistani.
The priest.
Yeah, the Fistani. I think I would rather have the Fistani that we returned the girl to.
Well, I'm trying to build up options, then I'm going to roll random. So we're going to go Ismark, Vistani,
Madam Ava.
I wouldn't want her. Are you sure you want her?
I'm just thinking of people
Yeah.
we've met along the way.
All right. So 1 is Ismark. 2 is the Vistani that is the father. I'll look him up. 3 is Madam Ava. 4 will be... I don't think it should be Irina. Oh, the priest. That'll be... That's it. Roll me a d4, Dravos.
1.
So what did I say first? Ismark.
Ismark.
So we're going to summon Ismark to the field. So the Hands of Faith and a boon rewarded. Ismark, the Lesser, comes to your aid. As soon as I figure out where the hell he's hiding. There he is.
Only we could have had the greater.
Assholes. Alright, so he appears out of nowhere, and then he's like, what the? And pulls out his crossbow, and I'm just going to go ahead and take his turn right this instant. And then I'll, throw him in the turn order next.
Yep.
So he gets 21 on that Twig Blight, and he deals...
9.
9 damage. Alright, I already rolled it. I was like, why didn't it? Alright, so that one dies. And Ismark needs to roll initiative and join you guys. Let's see here. Alright. We got another Twig Blight that's attacking our Direwolf.
He
It's
would be in
4.
turn order just above Murdoch.
Yeah, I'll fix it as soon as we get to the end of the turn. Number 5 is also on Murdoch. Murdoch has been a tank, my friends. 14, that's 5 piercing damage to the Direwolf.
In Southern Isles, Murdoch is tank.
Damn Skippy. Bran, you're up.
Alright. Doran, have you made 1 or 2 death saves?
1.
Okay. I'm gonna move next to this Twig Blight.
Uh-huh.
Really hard. See? Yeah. With a longsword.
That's a hit.
Oh sure, now I roll a fucking 17.
Noise. Nice. You kill that one outright. And it just breaks to the blow of your sword. Anything else? Movement or otherwise?
Yep. I'm gonna move back into the corner so that I can see stuff.
Alright, sounds good. Bran has went, and now it is... That druid is gone. I'm going to go ahead and delete their token as well. Let's see here. Well, you just open up a space for this guy to walk into. And he will take a claw attack against the wolf. It's a 17 for 4 damage. There is movement above you. Bravos, you're up.
Alright, Dravos is going to move down a bit.
Oh, let me go ahead and fix that turn order so it's proper. There we go.
And then I'm gonna climb up on the barrels through these through a door in here. Or a branch.
Wait, where are you? Okay, cool.
While I'm sitting in the spot where Bran is, I'm
I
going
kind
to
of consider all those barrels broken, by the way, because that kind of like broke their fall and why they took 2d6 instead of 1d6.
Okay.
So
While I'm in the spot where Bran is at, I'm just going to take a regular shot at the nearest tree blight.
Go for it.
Or whatever it is. An 11.
11 misses. It's just too
And then I will-
slender. Go for it.
Yeah. And then I will take a step up one and end my turn.
No, that's not the right one. The tree twig tries to force the door open again. Gets a 9. Almost had a crit. Could have done it. Could have done it. Julie, you're up.
Alright, now time to open those doors.
You know what? I'm probably just going to leave them open from here on out, but we'll consider them.
Don't worry, I'm gonna leave them open, so don't worry, I'm not gonna like pop in, pop out.
Alright, so yeah, you see Ismark all of a sudden amongst the people in the room. I think.
Oh! Well then, I'm gonna run into the room. Around the vat, because
Yeah,
the
you do.
barrels below probably block the route.
Yeah, it's fair.
Basically, I'm gonna scream to Ismark, go like, Ismark, block that door.
Ma-
Because, from what I remember.
Yes, very well, I will.
And then I'm gonna shoot the tree blight I see right now.
Yep, go for it. Nice on that reward, though. Having an ally that will definitely help this out a little bit. Ooh,
figured
you know,
one was-
I don't see how you can mess this up. Like, double 1, maybe? Let's see what your damage is.
Ooh. Whoa.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
That tree blight or twig is gone.
It exploded.
Anything else for your turn? Are you good where you are?
I think I'm gonna move up a little bit closer because I saw a door on the ground, so I gotta figure out what's going on. And I see the direwolf, which I assume to be Murdoch. So I'm gonna go right by Ismark.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Alright. This twig will come down here seeing that there's new things to play with, and we'll take a swing at Ismark.
And thus was the end of the lesser.
Well, he manages to parry the Twig Blight's attempt. He has a decent AC, actually. He's about to show you how great he really is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He's just a
So,
little great.
yeah, just a little. Just a lesser. There was one that was on the top of the stair, and like I said, people are now coming into range. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hops over and just kind of like sits in that spot. Oh, I heard a noise. I will definitely check that out in just a moment. Thank you. Quick Light will take a swing, and we get a 9. Lesser is fending for himself, and let me see what that was real quick, and then we'll move on. Lost
Thank
Horn
you,
has
Lost
host
Horn.
view. Yeah, host one viewer. Is that all you can muster? It's okay though. Thank you for coming in, Lost. Ismark. Damn it! They got me blocked in. I'm gonna have to switch weapons. So he will. Does he have a second weapon? So he kind of like lets the hand crossbow hit the ground, and then he unsheaths the long sword and takes a swing at the one on the left of him. And yeah, he's just not having a good day over there. Misses with the attack. Then he just kind of like leans on the door so it doesn't open up. Murdoch. Wait, he makes 2? Oh, he makes 2. Let me give him his other attack. My apologies. Oh, wow. Never mind. Alright, continue.
Murdoch will make another bite attack against the
top
one.
one?
Yeah, the top one. That will work.
Alright. That's nice damage. You got it. You broke another stick. Like a wolf just biting all these twigs and just snap into your jaws as you kind of like rip into them.
And then I'll glance over at Doran, and does it look like he's doing really bad?
He's on the ground unconscious, I guess so.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Well,
I
actually,
can't do
I actually don't think you can see him. You can't see him. Yeah, you can't see him.
Okay.
Yeah, that bat's
Never
in the
mind.
way. Yeah. Like you're having to like scooch up against that wall even to hold that space. But
Gotcha.
you're doing all right. All right. You want to move anywhere? I mean, there's plenty of movement without leaving threat ranges.
No, I'll take a step to the right.
There you go.
My client's super laggy.
There you go. Doran, make that death save.
He now has
Okey-dokey.
advantage because I just bought it for him.
Yep, so he gets advantage.
Okay. So
Didn't need it.
You have the option to take it if you want. Maybe you get a 20 or save it, of course.
Oh. No, might as well. Okay, gave it a shot. So it's that's 2 successes.
All right. And let me go and claim that one real quick. Nice, we're finally getting to see the cookie clusters in work. Alright guys, good job. Alright, the tree blight is just hanging out. We got twig blight on our wolf, of course. 14 on the attack for 2 damage. And then Brand, it is your turn.
Alright.
Well, that wolf is looking a little beat.
Gonna move next to Doran. Attacking the twig blight.
Alright.
Closest to me. Would I get advantage from this or not?
Let me check. Technically, no. Like, he's engaged and it's kind of perfect, but the line of sight and being able to distract is kind of like keeping you from getting it. You know what? I'll give it to you. Go for it. I'll give you advantage on that. Yeah, 22. Go ahead and do that. Nice. You tear this twig in pieces, and another one bites the dust. Anything else for your turn,
More like
Brand?
turns into dust.
Nope, that's it.
Want to move in or anything? All right.
That is all.
Went ahead and used the dash action that time to kind of like hurry up that maneuver. Bravos, you're up.
Alright, so Dravos is going to take a step into this door just to make sure ain't nothing coming around from up top because I can see stairs from here. Oh, there's a guy here.
Wait, hold on. Is that door shut before you walked in?
No,
Yes,
I
let
can
me-
see through it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. If I knew... Alright, so this is weird. I thought this was like going straight down because there's like a cutoff here, but these guys went around the top floor and then they started to descend down this little barrel thing. And yeah, you see one of them.
Yeah.
So go ahead and move back there if you want. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure.
And I'm going to throw a pock shot at him.
Go for it. That's a hit. That's
For 12.
That's a dead twig.
And with
Anything
that
else?
said, I'm guessing, would I be able to, like, put up a weapon as a bonus action? Like just to put it away and not draw a weapon?
What are you putting away?
My bow.
Yeah, I think you can easily
'Cause I'm
sling that
running
on your
low on
shoulder.
arrows.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that in my turn.
Twig Blight's trying desperately to push its little twiggy self into that door. Julie.
Not gonna lie, that's starting to get cute where he's trying to get through the door when everything else is happening.
Yeah, he's like that. He's just stuck over there. He's clipping through the wall, trying to get through it.
But I'm gonna shoot basically the twig in front of Ismark.
Alright. Make it happen. To his left, right?
It's
Or
just
south?
the way, imagine I'm trying to run to the wolf. I'll ping it.
Yep. Okay, I'm on the right one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice 20.
Yep, that's a dead twig if I ever seen one. This one, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And it is no more turned to dust as your Eldritch Blast tears into it. You're a great shot. Keep it up. Ismark
Why,
replies.
thank you, Mr. Ismark.
Let's see. This one must be... All of a sudden, one of these twig blights come from upstairs and then stops right in front of you and then takes an attack at Bravos.
Kind of figured, but that was the whole purpose of it.
No, that works.
That's
8
not
is a
hit.
miss. Be sure an 8 doesn't hit? Oh man, I was really hoping. I think this tree blight, or not the tree blight, but the twig, will take an attack on Julie after seeing its friend obliterated by an Eldritch Blast.
Oh
Or-
god.
2 piercing.
Oh god.
Oh no! Are you okay, Julia?
I'm barely hanging on.
Quick! He unstoppers a bottle and pops it to your mouth. Drink this! And he forces a healing potion down your gullet. And you recover shitty health.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I for some reason got popped out of chat.
Oops.
You got 4 health back.
Yeah, you got 4 health back. So he forces a healing potion down your throat. And that's his action. And then he's gonna hold right there. Murdoch.
Just imagine Julia like choking there.
Can I reach the one on the other side of the vat or no?
Yeah, I would think you can. Like you can
Murdoch-
snap it.
Yeah, I'll take a bite at it, sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, that twig is
Definitely
gone. And
And then
the-
I guess. No, that's it. I'm just gonna stay here and see if there's anything else.
Hey, Dorn, let's see if you get your 3rd success. Whoa! Not only you revive at 1 health, but you're awake and you can take your turn. You are prone, but you can take your turn. It happened! Natural 20 death save. It seems to always happen in Curse of Strahd. If you're talking... Yeah, I was about to say, if you're talking, you're muted, especially if you hear me talking over you.
Okay, yeah, so he will shakily kind of bring himself up to his feet from the prone position. And when he went unconscious, so he's still got 15 feet to move. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I know what he's going to do, actually. Never mind that. Oh, no, he's out of spells. Yeah, so he's just going to kind of move over towards Bran and ask, how are things going? Are we winning?
I hope so.
Hey,
I
Bran.
wince in pain.
Yeah, Bran, go ahead, take your turn.
I gotta move my token around to see like what the fuck's going on. Okay.
I will say, it looks like the tides have turned in your favor.
Well,
I mean, you can start moving and try to figure out if there's something else somewhere.
yeah, I'm looking around. That's no, you know what? I'm gonna move into this corner and just chill.
Okay. Alright, sounds fair. Let's see here.
Everyone's got everything handled.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Let me see where this guy is real quick. There's a bouncing stick noise being heard below. Bravos, you're up.
Alrighty. So I'm going to use a bonus action. Isn't it a bonus action to pull a weapon, or is it just a? I can do that. As a
You
free
can do
action?
that. You can do that as a free action.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull my longsword and attack this tree blade that just tried to hit me.
Go for it. That's a hit. That's a dead tree twig.
All right, and before I take my movement, I'm going to yell through this door. They're coming from upstairs. Please, I'm going to need some backup. And I'm going to head upstairs.
How much movement do you have?
I have 30 feet of movement.
So you get up to here, that's 15.
That's fine.
And do you want to move any further? You can take 15 more. And then chat, let's see what he sees.
There, and then my turn.
Yeah, you see a partially open door and possibly somebody else that needs to roll initiative now that you're here. Next, okay, so I'll go ahead and do a new turn order. Revive that. So Dravos went. Let's see where this guy is. Oh, this is the one that's trying to open that door. Hold on, let's see if the little twig can do it. Can he do it? Can he beat a 15? Oh, the chair moves and the twig breaks through. And then he looks around like, where'd everybody go?
Stupid twig.
Oh, I want to keep it as a pet now.
It walks back into the building from the other side, and then it's like, that's all it can do. Julia, you're up.
Alright, then I'm gonna take down that last sprite, that twig light that I see right by me.
South of Ismark?
Yep.
Alright.
Roll 20 is very slow.
And unfortunately, a 10 misses. Rolled a 10 on that.
yeah.
Anything else? Movement or bonus?
I don't really have a bonus, but I think I'll move. I'll move to the side so I don't get attacked at an opportunity.
Alright.
But I'm not out of the creature's range.
No problem. That was an attack on Ismark. And it missed.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Yep. I was just trying to get certain things done so you're not waiting on me. So, Ismark will double hand the longsword and swing twice at this twig blight. Here's first. Never mind, he only needs to swing once, and it's dead. And then he will come here and says, "Stand back, Julia. I will protect you." And he'll swing against the other twig blight with his second attack. And your twig that you wanted for a pet is no more, as Ismark finishes it off.
Even though I'm a little sad, I am very flattered by Ismark for helping me out.
Oh, this guy needs to get on the turn order too. Alright, so let me go down the list real quick. Ismark went, so Murdoch's up next.
Murdoch will look around and see that there are no twig blights, and then he will drop form.
All right.
And then, as from a bonus action, then I'll begin walking upstairs.
Which way do you want to go?
Oh, shit. I just...
5, 10.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, where were you standing originally? And I need to know how much movement you burn, and then we'll see where you land.
I'm gonna use all of my movement. So I think I have 25 feet. So 25 feet. I'm gonna go up the stairs and just try to see if there's anything up there, like trying to peek up.
Yeah, okay, so what I will do for 25 movement, I'll put you right there. You can see... well, actually, let me take a look at what you can see. Yeah. There are swarms of ravens up in the rafters in this upper deck. Looks like that's all you can see, though. But there are stairs that you can try climbing up to, or whatever you want to do. Do you want to dash, or are you good?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and dash and just keep going upstairs and try to like just scoot by the ravens.
Alright, so which way do you want to go?
To the left.
Yeah, go ahead and move. Feel free to take your movement.
Yeah, just trying
20,
to.
25,
like,
30.
for some reason, it...
Put you right south of that raven. Oh, yeah, you're 25, I forget.
yeah.
Hearing people coming upstairs, the druid opens the door and says, "Intruders! Quick, we must deal with them!" And she, as the other, will start by casting Produce. Let's do something else. What else you got that's interesting? Oh, this is perfect. And you know what? She'll step one more step outside into this hallway. And she casts Thunderwave at level 2. Make a Constitution saving throw, Dravos. Nice. Now make a Wisdom.
And then I have to, yep.
And
14.
now take 4 points of damage. As
Yup.
you feel the fear, if Dragonborns had hair at the back of their neck, you would definitely feel it perk up. So maybe like a few of your scales are like perking up in the back of your neck. But you are able to hold on to yourself.
Okay.
Just
Alrighty.
remember, Julia, that it is 4. It can only be 4 because each time you get temporary hit points, it replaces the temporary hit points that you got before. I think we had this...
No.
Yeah, because I think we had this conversation with another warlock. I can't remember, but the temporary hit point thing states that every time that you get temporary hit points, it replaces what you already have. So, yeah, it would still be 4 or 3 for this level. So yours would be 3, or whatever it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Level plus charisma.
Okay, so whatever that is, it would only be like that's how much max you would get, and yeah. So it doesn't accumulate beyond. Like you can't go 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 and then have like 49 HP temporary. It will only be for.
No,
All right, cool. I just want to make sure we had that conversation because that was something that came up in another campaign, and that was the rule on that, and we all learned it.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Dravos.
Crap.
Yeah, this creature comes out, and it's just called a Vine Blight. Let's see what it does. Let's see here.
Should I do like a quick insight on it or something?
Negative. I'm just debating on what it should do.
Oh, okay. Something tells me this is gonna hurt.
10-foot reach, so I don't... Oh yeah, he would have to. Let's do this instead. Make a strength saving throw. As grasping roots and vines sprout within a 15-foot radius, but it's just kind of like spiraling into this hallway. and it's like clinging to the walls, to the ceilings, and just kind of like encroaching everything around you. What did we get? Oh,
A 5.
how unfortunate. So this is here for at least 1 minute before it withers away. For the duration, that area is difficult terrain for non-plant creatures. In addition, each creature of the Blight's choice in that area when the plant appears, which is you, needs to make that strength save or become restrained. So all these vines wrap around you, and you're entangled in these vines, and you have to use your action to break out of it. So whenever your turn
All
comes
right.
around, you will be forced to use your action to break out.
All right.
Or, well, actually, I think you could still attack, but it'll be at disadvantage and stuff like that. And
That's what I thought.
yeah, so what I'm going to do, let me get on the map layer so I don't, like, this becomes difficult terrain here. I guess a little bit over there as well. Alright, and next up is Dorn.
Okay.
Let's see.
Me and my very minimal health are probably going to try and keep a low profile.
If you allow me, I'll say a free action for Ismark. Is anybody hurt? I have some potions on me.
Soren hears that and perks up. Where is...
Try moving around to see if you can find them.
Okay. Did it sound like it came sort of to my like
over in that direction?
Yeah. Great. Yeah. So Doran will just kind of start heading in that direction. Just gonna start walking over there.
All right. Yeah, you see Julia for a brief moment, and then eventually on the other side of the stairs. And Ismark hands you off a potion if you ask him.
Okie doke.
Oh, you're alive.
And I'll roll it for you since he's administering it. Or, no, you roll it since it's your turn.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2.
4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
D4 plus 2. Well, you know, that helps.
There you go.
Nice.
It's something.
Fear not, I have
Good
more.
to see a nice max roll on health potions.
That's not max. That could have been 2, 4. That could have been 4 more.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That's appreciated.
Yeah. Apparently,
You
I
are
came
now
with the
at
whole
my
pouch of
current
these.
health.
Yeah, Bran, how would you like to continue? You heard the same thing.
I heard the same thing, and I'm going to charge like a kid running out of a school.
Oh, you too? Here. And he pulls out another red potion out of the bag. And 2d4
Yes,
plus 2.
fuck. I need the feel-good juice.
Here you go, here you go.
For a second there, I was just imagining Brad just knocking over Ismark. Just that excited.
Okay, I see. Please, no need to get on top of me like this. It's kind of weird. Back up,
wow.
friend. 4 points
This
healed.
doesn't feel as good.
Yes, please, stand back so I can stand. Alright, anything else for your turn there, Bran?
Nope. That's it, man.
Alright, let me see what's going on with this. And then it is Dravel's turn.
Actually, nah,
Oh.
yeah, that's all I can do. No, I'll take that back. I'm gonna sheathe my longsword as my free
That'll work. That's fine. Great. Alright, great. Yep. Not a problem.
All right, so I need to make a strength to get out of this,
Or you can attack at disadvantage.
or I could use a strength to get out of this.
Yeah. You have options.
I think I get out of it.
You do. And if you make any movement on this land, it's difficult terrain for you. But you're at the edge of it, so go for it. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
your turn. So
Um,
bonus action or movement. That's all you have left.
Yeah, I was going to go for movement first. I know this is going to open up an attack of opportunity, but I'm running back to the stairs.
All right, double your movement to
10,
get through the blue square.
20, I'd say 25 to get through all of it, and then like another 5 to start heading down the stairs.
No, here, let me show you. That's 10. That's 20. That's 30.
Okay.
So that gets you that far. And then I'll see if this guy takes... Huh.
And then as I do so, I'm just going to yell, "Help!"
Rolls a 21 on you.
Shit.
And you are grappled, so all that movement was for naught. And you take 11
I broke
bludgeoning.
out of the grapple.
No, he
I
re-grappled
broke out
you
of
as
the
you...
grapple.
Okay, look at the attack. He hit you with a constrict.
Okay.
This is his basic melee attack. So as you walked out of his threat range, he whips out a whip of his own coming from his arm, and it wraps around you, and he kind of like yanks you down, and you kind of like take that damage as it constricts on you, and you are not going anywhere, friend.
Yeah, I'm also down.
Ooh, no. All right, so you'll be making death saves next round. All right, Julie. You hear a loud cry for help from upstairs, and then it goes eerily quiet mid-help. Help!
I talked to the group, and I'm guessing we might need to run up there now, don't we?
Your friend sounds like he's in trouble. Quick, I'll follow after.
He'll be fine.
Well, before I go up, what happened to the tree blight? Do you guys know?
I don't want to know.
Well, I'm not gonna worry about it either. I'm just gonna run over to the, stairs if possible.
This
you want to-
winery is now my home.
Well, it's not working right now. We'll see if we can get it going. So where do you want to go, Julie?
Oh, I'm just gonna head where the screaming came from.
You have two options. You can either go up the stairs before you, or you could try to make your way over to this stairway. Excuse me.
Can I ask the party if they knew which way Dravos went?
I mean, you did hear him shout, and like I said, the voice came from upstairs.
No, I know, but that's why I thought to check with everybody else.
But yeah, Doran, do you know where he went?
I didn't see exactly where he went, so no, I don't know.
Doran was
Bran.
still down when I left, but Bran was standing right beside me when I went.
Yeah, so do you tell her, Bran?
I point to the direction of the door, and I say, in the words of Bugs Bunny, you go that away.
The hell is Bugs Bunny? Never mind. Let's go as Mark.
Not very well. Lead the way, miss. And which way? Okay, so you go that way.
I can only go that far.
You can use your action to dash if you like.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So, say you were here, you get there, do you want... Are you going... Okay, so you go down this way, you can go to where he is. Alright. And...
Yeah, let's
okay, and I think that would get you at the bottom of the landing to the second floor, so I'll put you right here. And you see, like, vines right up here in this location, and walking through this vine to get to him whenever you get there, it's going to be difficult terrain.
Good to know. Then, if as Mark falls behind, I'm gonna tell him that as well when he comes up.
Alright, yeah. His mark is going to pick up his crossbow as a free action, and he'll be right behind you. We're almost there. We'll get your friend up. It'll be okay.
There's
Yeah.
a problem though.
Huh? What's wrong?
There are spines blocking our way. I might need you to take the lead to that.
Oh, absolutely. Here to help. And Murdoch, it is your go. Are you muted?
Murdoch will travel the 5, 15, 20, and then I'll just travel 20 feet up here and try to open the door.
Alright, give me one quick second and I will open that door. This will be an interesting door opening. Yeah, because you've only heard what's going on. Now you get to see what's happening. You see this big old viney creature, and I guess you could barely make out Dravos, I can't tell. Let me see if you can see him or not. Yeah, you
Well,
can
I
see
can
him.
just barely see him. So
Yeah. So you see Dravos on the ground, and this viney creature has like a bunch of spines just spread everywhere in this room, and it just kind of like tilts its viney head in your direction, and you want to do?
Well, that sounds rather terrifying, but I do believe instead I'm going to cast Moonbeam on that creature.
Ooh, Moonbeam.
Ooh.
So a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, so right on top of him, and whenever he starts, the creature
His
enters
turn.
this player for the first time on a turn or starts at the turn of their. So yeah, so it takes the 2d10 damage or half of it saves, and then if it's still there on its turn, it takes it again.
Hold on, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it up too.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think you're right. It does do initial damage. Let me just double check the wording on my end here. Not that I. So silver beam, blah blah blah. 40. Yep. When the creature enters the spell's area for the first time on its turn or at the start of its turn, then it okay. So it takes the damage as soon as it starts its turn, and it. So it is there, and we will resolve that as soon as it takes a turn, right? And it will be 11 that we need to do. I'm going to go ahead and roll it anyway, so we don't forget.
Sounds
Okay,
good to me.
There he is. So he makes a con save.
13 to beat.
14 on the die. That beats it, so he takes half. That'll be 5. Yeah, it just to kind of like speed up the process, because we know he's going to start his turn in it, right?
Yep.
I don't foresee anybody knocking him over, which will be coming up shortly. So that effect has been resolved, all right? The hell does that go? Oh, okay, that goes back to here. Okay. No, let's see here. Divine Blight took the Moonbeam, and we already resolved that. And then it turns and tries to constrict you, Murdoch. You're the only target it sees. Did it roll? No.
Yeah, got a 14.
Oh, no, that's
That
a
means it's-
Constitution. Hold on, that's a Constitution. There it is.
Oh, 16.
It's 16 on the die. So it wraps you up in vines, and you'll need a. See here. Okay,
DC 12.
so is that on his turn or doesn't say as an action? So if you want to go ahead and escape, it still does the 5 bludgeoning as it hits you, and now it's trying to wrap and close you off. So go ahead and roll an escape, whether it be athletics or acrobatics to get out of it, and this will keep you from getting grappled. Well, I tried.
Oof.
Concentration on Moonbeam, or is that duration?
Yeah, I gotta do concentration.
Can I just say we
You're fine.
both critically failed with this vine thing?
Alright, so you are restricted and constricted to be exact. And I think just to make sure that this doesn't become a problem, like he kind of like backs out of the Moonbeam and just kind of like tugs against you through the wall here. And so like that vine is like wrapping out the wall, and he's still got a good grip on you.
Question for you, Star.
Yeah.
The vines on the floor, are those a concentration as well? Because if so, shouldn't you have to check to see if he makes it for
that's
the
a natural effect from the creature. It's an ability which
Okay, I just
recharges
wanted
on
to
a 5 and a
double-check.
6. Now, why don't you give me a death saving throw, and don't roll
Yep.
a 1.
Well, there's still another player before
No,
my
you're
turn.
next. You're next. Or Doran. Sorry, never mind. Doran. I saw Dorn. I was looking at Dravos. My bad. Dorn.
Problem.
You're
All right. Doran's gonna run upstairs.
5, 10, 15. All right, let me move you. So 15 puts you there. You see a bunch of ravens up in the rafters. They're just staring down at you. It's a whole swarm of them.
All right. They
Left or right? Which way do you want to go?
left 5, 10. Do I see anything further yet at this point, or?
Well, that's up to you. What do you see? Yeah, you see Dorn over there grappled. There's like a green vine leading in, and you can make out the creature just barely where you are.
That's
Okay.
Murdoch.
And I will, what have I done here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, I'm just going to run up then, because I don't think I can actually,
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to have to dash. So I'll just dash next to, what is that, Murdoch or something next to me?
Yeah, that's Murdoch.
Yeah, that's Murdoch.
All right. Anything
And,
else?
And I'll hold there.
Very well. Dorn races in. Tree blights outside, sitting on his limbs. Bran.
All right. So, real quick before I take my turn, Murdoch said his internet just went out.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
We are getting close to end time, so maybe we'll finish out this round and pick it up next week. But we'll give him a chance to get in here, so we'll see if we can't resolve some of this. So go ahead, take your turn.
All right. I'm gonna move up the stairs after Doran.
That'll be 30 right there, and I'll move you.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
You want to dash?
Right. Yes, please.
And by all means, go ahead and finish your movement.
Where we go?
All right. Bravos, now make that death save.
Yep, give me just a second. I'm giving myself advantage.
Gosh, you guys are worried of something happening? What's happening, guys? Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy the cookie clusters are getting used. Done and done. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Yep.
He's back, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah,
okay. You saved, Ravos.
All right.
Welcome back, Murdoch. Julia, you're up.
Alright, well, I'm gonna walk it up.
A little closer to the mic. I can't quite hear you.
Oh, sorry, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It's just very soft now.
Let me take a look at my settings again.
Like, it's just not me. She got quieter, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
got quieter.
yeah.
Okay,
she
I'm
got
just making
real
sure. Yeah.
Oh, how about now? Does that sound better?
I mean,
Same.
I can understand you. Let's go ahead and try to finish your turn then. We'll figure it out afterwards.
Yeah. That was weird. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, we could try leaving and coming back, but go ahead.
Actually, yeah, let me do that.
Alright. I'm going to try to resolve this upstairs confrontation, and then we'll call it and then pick up next week. Just go ahead and take your turn there, Julia.
Alright, then I'm just gonna move over.
So that
Oh,
becomes...
actually, the vines
Yep, you see a whole row of vines, and then you see Dravos on the floor, and each step beyond here is 10 feet of movement to get through one square. So difficult terrain.
I don't think I needed to do that. I'm just gonna shoot it from there.
Go for it. Yeah, you can clearly see it on the other side of this magnificent moonbeam that is glaring right there. 17 looks like it should hit. Yeah, it does. For 10 damage. Still standing as it gets shuddered backwards a little bit. And it just kind of like looks down the hallway at the new threat.
I'm gonna tell Ismark that there's a plant thingy up there.
He'll move up. He'll move up at least in front of you and pull out his crossbow and take care of this problem if he can. No worries. He like pushes past you and then pulls out the heavy crossbow and fires. Gets a 15 on the attack. AC did match, or did get hit. For 2 piercing. Still alive. So a bolt fires out of the crossbow. It hits the plant, and he's just getting ready to fire again. Hold on one moment.
Excuse you.
Excuse me, indeed.
You're very excused.
Ugh. Alright, so Ismark fired off the crossbow. It is now Murdoch.
I will. Can I see around this corner at all and see that twig blight? Or
Yeah.
I'm basically gonna Alright, so I'll just move my moonbeam on top of him.
Alright. And also, that spot right there is not vined up, so you could literally walk in there and not... But if you want to stay where you are...
I thought I was grappled.
Yeah, you are. See, is it a bonus action to move it?
I have to recast it as like an action. But it doesn't take the spell slots when I recast it. If that makes sense.
No, it's a constant beam, and you can move it as a bonus action, I think. Let's take a look at Moonbeam real quick.
I thought it was an action.
Let me double check. So it's concentration. Okay,
Yeah, it's a full action to move it.
On each of your turns after to cast a spell, you can use an action to move the beam. Alright, so that means you can't break the grapple. Yeah, I knew there was something to it. I couldn't remember if it was action or a bonus action, but yeah, it's an action to move it. So you move it, and on its turn, it's going to take that damage. And it'll make that save, which is coming up soon. She slides. There's a conversation. Fine Blight needs to make a DC 13 con save, so let's see how that works. Overall, I think you're clearing this place out pretty good. Gets a 14, so half damage for 6. Still standing, and... Wow, so that is cut off. Can I look up Vine Blight on D&D Beyond, perhaps? Like, some of the words are cut off on the, the attack itself, so let me see if I can... Just look it up real quick here. So, bludgeoning damage and a large or smaller creature is grappled. Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained, and the blight can't constrict another target. That sounds weird. Alright, so I'm going to assume that it can make another strike at you? No, I guess not. In other words, I'll just roll this instead. Alright. The vine just kind of like moves forward and it just grumbles. And Doran.
Okay, so the vine has moved a little bit. Is it like within 5 feet of me?
Does it look like it is?
It's hard to see. That's what
There's a wall that's blocking your line of sight now, so you can't even see it.
Okay.
I mean, you can move into an ally space and then fully be able to see it and then move back.
Okay. It's just right there, is that right? It's just to my left? Okay. Melee isn't Doran's attack with his short sword, and then see how that goes. Oh, actually that went okay.
And that will finish it off.
Okay.
Yay! How do you want to do it?
Through the
Yay,
Yeah,
it's dead.
ashes through the mass of vines, hacking away at it until it falls into a mass.
Yep, and then it just shrambles to the floor. No longer a threat. The difficult terrain's here for a hot minute, though. Alright, do you want to move anywhere else? Are you good?
I'll just go back to the same position before here.
Bran, do you want to move?
Yes. Yes, I would. 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move here.
Yeah, I had thought that too, Mega. Yeah, you see Dravos down on the ground.
I guess I'm gonna use my action to stabilize.
Yeah, make a medicine check. You are
Yay, big
stabilized. No longer have to make saving throws. However, you're knocked out for 1d4 hours unless we heal you.
Right.
Julia, you want to move anywhere?
Oh, I'm gonna move forward, but how much would that be since?
10, 20, yeah, 20 feet to get to Dravos.
Alright, I'll have to go by Dravos, and then I'm gonna try to talk to Ismark and Brand about what we're gonna do next, since, Dravos
Right.
is knocked out.
Ismark will hand you a potion as you walk up to him.
Oh, cool. Then I'm gonna shove it down his throat.
Alright, there you go. So I'll let you roll the 2d4 plus 2 for him.
Big bucks, no whammies.
All
Holy
whammies.
cow!
4 points of healing,
Plus 2
but you're
to 4.
Yep, you're up. So Dravos wakes up as his gullet is filled with red juices of healing.
I'm not gonna lie, but it's like Ismark's healing potions like watered down because they keep healing for like critical fails.
You pissed on him.
They are lesser.
Get for calling the lesser.
Well, I mean the potions themselves are lesser potions too, so I guess that's fair. Murdoch, do you got any intentions? What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna walk. I'll just walk out through this door, and go through this. Go see if there's anything else in this room up here. Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Check this room.
Alright. Hey, I can actually read descriptions of the place instead of just having you guys run around. Alright, so you're looking around in this room. It's down here at the bottom. Let me get to it. In this chamber are a desk, a chair, a tall wooden cabinet, and a strange contraption that takes up most of the northern end of the room. There used to be creatures here, but now they are gone. There looks like to be a bunch of papers just thrown haphazardly onto the floor.
Yeah, for my action, I guess I'll pick them up and start looking over them, see if there's anything worthwhile.
What you seem to have is like a lot of blank papers. Some of them have like the stamped labels of what might be put on like a bottle or like a dragon. What was it? Dragon Crush and
Yes,
Grape
Dragon
Smash.
Crush.
Yeah, and Grape Smash, stuff like that. So yeah, this here looks like a printing press as well. Like there's ink on some of the parts on that press. Anything
Okay.
else for you, Murdoch?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Does it look like there's any way? So if I figure that out, is there any looking at? Does it look like I would be able to use it to print something? I guess.
I don't know. It might take an intelligence check to figure out.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, I'll do
have to-
that.
All right, let me just
Not
ask
in
you.
combat.
Alright, yeah. So, imminent threats are taken care of for now. So I guess we could drop initiative. Actually, yes, it's getting late too. So we're gonna drop initiative here. It doesn't appear that you're completely done here, but you've cleared the first and most of the top floor. There's still a lot of places you haven't explored, and we will pick up on that next week. But if you want to like have a little conversation before we cut out, like gather into a room, like eventually
Yeah,
these
that's
vines,
what I was thinking.
Yeah, so these vines
Yeah,
disappear
I agree.
after the hot minute. The moonbeam, I assume you turn it off, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you guys can move freely for a little bit. But moving past this point might be ill-advised for now.
So Travis is going to stick his head out. I found a room over here. How about we all gather in here? I could definitely use a rest.
Julia's gonna check in and go like, let me check with Murdoch first if we found any. I also want to talk about the tree blight thing we found.
Literally, Travis goes right back in that room and goes to one of the beds and just goes to sleep.
Murdoch, did you find anything?
You find sleep hard to get.
Well, resting, so to speak.
All right, go ahead, Murdoch.
Yes. These contraption looks like it makes some sort of documents and then with the words on them.
Oh, you're talking about a printing press.
Yes, I forget that you're studying or something like that, so you've probably used one of these before.
Well, I'd never used one, but I've seen the books printed from them, you know. But, have you already looked around the room, like anything we could take that might be helpful for us?
We could use this printing press to make a contract, have them sign it, signing the vineyard over to us. Great idea.
I hope you realize how long that'll take. And we also need that verified. And also, why? I think we have bigger things, like, did you remember the tree outside?
Yes.
I
It is-
go
it is
behind
a-
and say money. That's why.
Well, I'll be honest. If you really want to do that, we gotta first take care of that tree, because, well, we could make a contract, do all the stuff, but then, you know, it might try to kill us and then we might die.
It is a tree the size of a vineyard amount of money.
Still, let's plan this out. Let's go find Dravos and then, figure out if he could help out in some way. We also have Ismark here, so we could try to figure out how he got here. Because I'm wondering if he followed us or something like that.
He's stalking you.
Oh,
I'll tell, like, Doran and Bran to follow, since, well, Dravos just ran into that room.
mm-hmm. But yeah, everybody go where they want to be, and then conversation may continue for a little bit, and then we'll call it a session. I am very glad that you're all okay.
Thank you for your help, Ismark.
Uh,
It's much appreciated and couldn't have come at a better time.
yeah, it's almost like the hands of fate has brought me with gifts to give.
Well, why are you even here in the first place, though? I thought you would be Irene.
Well, Irina is taken care of for now. I've been talking to some nobleman, and I was off just gathering some stuff, and then all of a sudden a bag of potions landed in my lap, and I was teleported, transported. I don't even know how I got here. But I bring you these, and he pulls out a bag that still has 7 more healing potions.
I could use a couple of those.
I think I could use some of those as well. Because
Then-
I don't want to die.
By all means,
Same.
please, take what you need. I think
Dravos
I've-
is going to grab 2.
all right, so, and you may use them right away if you want.
Oh, I'm most definitely gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink one and save the other for
No.
later.
All right, go for it. And yeah, if you do save one, you can put it down there. So he gives away 4, so he has 3 left. Does anybody else need any potions?
Doran would take one for sure, yeah.
All right, Doran gets
Murdoch
one.
will take one as well.
And Murdoch, all right, there's 1 more left. Does Brad want it?
Sure.
There you go, Brad. Yeah, he's like, there you go. That's all the potions I have. Apparently the fates have a destiny for all of us. So I will help you with your business until this is all cleared up. and then I will return to Vallaki.
Then let's take this time to plan and maybe take a short rest, if possible.
Well, I mean, if we're taking a short rest, then
Yeah, if we're taking a short rest, I wouldn't
let's
take the
not drink
potion.
the potion. I thought we couldn't.
There's
It's really up, guys. It's really up to you.
All right, so here's the thing, and I'll tell you above table. If you take a short rest, there will be patrols that may or may not detect you. But assuming that there's been so much damage, I think it's a high chance you'll get detected. So there's probably not going to be a chance to get a short rest in, let alone a long rest. This place is not
No,
cleared. Yeah, this place is not cleared, and somebody's going to go check.
Yeah, then we can just take the potions, then have a discussion, and then go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Sounds
well.
fair.
And if you're all cool with that, I mean, you guys could talk about it throughout the week, and then we could pick it up next week when we start, and
Right.
and we'll make that
Well,
plan
we're
then.
missing somebody in the room. If they were in here, I could say we just barricade the door until we get back next.
Well, it's
That's a good idea, and then we can just continue our battle strategy.
mhm.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Any other small details, like where everybody needs to be whenever we start next week, we could definitely iron that out. But for now, I want to go ahead and end the session on that note. So with the Hands of Faith, we rolled a boon, and they get an ally to help them finish whatever this quest is, and then he will return
is
to
a smart
Vallaki.
cookie.
Yep, that was actually pretty good, and I love seeing the boons and banes finally getting used. So definitely ways to influence everything going on. All right, let me go ahead and go through my announcements because apparently 3 days straight of D&D, well, 3 days of talking a lot, I guess you could say, has really worn me out. So join us, not tomorrow, but Friday, 5 p.m. Central, where we have our open roleplay. If you are in any of the other campaigns, you're welcome to join us on Fridays as well to participate with hopefully new players and new community members who are constantly recruited off Roll20. And we play that from about 5 till 10, maybe 11, just kind of depends what's going on. Join us Sunday for the sub-only open role play. So if you want to get in on something that is a little bit less restrictive than Friday, because we do have rules, like no summoning classes, no taking long turns. But if you want those rules out the window, you can subscribe to the channel, and then you can link your Discord to your Twitch account, and then you'll be part of the sub-only community. That'll give you access to the sub voice chat, and also give you access to the sub-only text chat, and also access to the game itself. Join us Monday, where we go back to Elsperia and go through the trials of time for that one. Tuesday, new campaign, new people, new faces. I am going to be a player. So if you want to choose my character for me down below in the Twitch panels, you could choose my race, you could choose my class. So look through the Twitch pick panels and fiddle with that. And if you want to really troll me, it'll still make me happy, but you have to spend bits to gain more votes. So if you want to really push me over with something, you can use your money to do that, but use your free vote. Everybody vote for something. And then Wednesday, next week, 7 p.m., we come back versus Strahd. Maybe we'll have this winery finished next week. We'll see. But with that, I guess we'll say goodnight to Twitch and Facebook.
Good night, Twitch. Good night, Facebook. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye
night.
bye, butterfly.
And sleep tight.
And
Ciao, ciao, brown cow.
And don't let the twig bite.
the twig blights bite. All right.
Yep.
So hang around. We'll find somebody to raid because that offers more cookie clusters. And then I just want you guys to ask these people when we arrive, do you hear the calling? And then we'll leave it at that. And you can hang around there for a little bit. I'll see who's available. And then we'll just go right into it and just raid them. And then you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming out. And do you hear the calling?